And we're live.
This is our first live podcast.
Ever.
Yeah.
And if you, listening audience, like the news, you're going to get a lot of it today.
It's a newsy day.
It's a news.
We're the newsies.
We're the newsies.
Who's your favorite newsie?
Well, the only
I'm
one
getting a real crutchy vibe.
Literally the only one I know is Crutchy.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go with Crutchy.
Did he have a crutch and that was his nickname? Or is that some like old country name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's we're working our way towards
a good
podcast. And time doesn't allow us to do those things.
The elements are there.
The pieces are spread out around the table. And so far, we've just got the edges and corners done.
Yeah.
Nothing in the middle.
And now, the finishing touches.
The middle is where the good podcasts are.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to figure out, is this sky or is this lake?
Yeah.
And we're never going to figure it out. This puzzle's going to stay unfinished on the dining room table for 15 years.
Years on end.
Never expect this podcast to be good. Even if we get positive feedback, which we got about last week's episode, even though we were desperately trying not to implode under the ocean, we're still never.
We're the first ones who
one.
made it back from the Titan submersible.
We got out.
Yeah.
Well, because you can swim, and I can handle the extreme cold.
Together,
that's how we got out.
Yeah, I do this. You hop on my back,
and I do the surround you with my body.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now you're warm, I'm warm.
Yeah,
and you swim,
and one of us can swim.
Exactly.
It's perfect.
That's how it works.
That's why we work.
That's how we work. If you're a big fan of big ol' hosses being mean to other hosses. Mm-hmm. Hunky leaders of countries who are not competent enough to run the country or keep their marriage together.
Sad.
Or QAnon. This is a big episode for all y'all.
This is your day.
Today's your day.
But yeah, thanks for bearing with us last episode. I wish the audio quality was better, but the content quality everybody really liked. So I'm glad that part of the podcast was good. So hopefully we can do another one like that sometime that sounds better, where we're not messing around with 3 USB mics for the first time into a laptop we haven't used before with new software.
We genuinely spent 2 hours just trying to get everything to a running
to get it that good
point, and then. Yeah, after we checked on it, we thought we were good.
The test sounded okay. The test still didn't sound fantastic.
Yeah,
but after like running it through noise canceling, it was better. It was doable.
Yeah, it was better.
But then for some reason, the record sounded worse than the test for reasons no one will ever explain.
Yeah, if only one of us had gone to film school and technically learn sound, but also their brains have been so scrambled that they can't remember.
It did not account for the scrambling.
No. So maybe if I hadn't have gotten those last 2 concussions, one of which I got while I was in film school.
One of which you were asking
Remember when I rolled into Kelly's line of running and got kneed in the back of the head? I think I was in school for that. Because a couple of my school friends came to watch.
September 2015?
Oh, so after I graduated.
Or September 2014. Which one was it? I think it was 15.
It was the 3-team tag?
Yeah, I think that was the last one.
That was the last one?
Yeah, I think it was 15.
So, yeah, okay. I guess it was after I graduated. Yes, I graduated.
You're a man of letters. You have a degree.
I have a degree.
Yeah.
I have a degree in film production that's printed on toilet paper. rough 1-ply is what it's printed on.
Yeah, you're Andrew Smith OBE. You were knighted.
I was knighted
by the late Queen.
Yeah, I could not tell you where that diploma is. It's in the house probably.
It's around probably,
but I couldn't tell you where it is because genuinely means fucking nothing.
Mine's...
You can't show anybody that, and then they're like,
oh, you get a job now.
You can come work. They're like, oh, you wasted a lot of money. I'm like, yeah, I may have wasted a lot of money, but
you're gay.
Well, that's number 3. Number 1, I got to eat a ton of noodle box while doing it.
Yes, you were right by noodle box.
And I spent a solid year being just a total man whore.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah,
that's fine by me.
It was your year of sexual liberation.
It was getting out of a 4-year relationship, moving downtown, next door to a noodle box.
Yeah, and also next door to the heroin factory.
Yeah, I got some good stories I could share about living next to that building. Mostly involving like ugly naked guys across in the other building that were definitely having a little bit of a tweak out, like a freak out. A tweak out. Also just like crackhead women not really wearing clothes.
I like that.
Or there was a lady that used to hang out right downstairs from the building where the stairs up were that would just scream at the top of her lungs. She would always ask people for money, food, whatever, but it was conveniently always her birthday.
Love it.
So then if she would say, can you please buy me some food? And be like, no, I'm not buying any food.
It's my birthday.
She would scream like bloody murder top of her lungs. It's my birthday and no one will buy me food. I'm dying.
I mean, I find that somewhat relatable because my birthday does go on for a decent portion of the year.
True, but you don't scream bloody murder.
We don't. Unless people don't pay attention to me, then I might. But it is more on the side of pouting.
Yeah, it's more pouting.
If I don't get my way.
It's more shame and pouting.
Yeah. It is still my birthday season, by the way.
Yeah, for the next 4 months.
That's correct. It's my birthday trimester.
Yeah. This is your second trimester. Mm-hmm. You're starting to show.
I'm showing.
You're showing.
He's going to be a soccer player.
He likes to kick. This is the worst year of our lives. Often known as the news, especially this week and next week. I'm Kenny Blankenship. That is Vic Romano. It's almost as if I spent all my evening last night
you had a little
having edibles and watching MXC.
Doing drugs and watching Most Extreme Challenge.
I'm Drew, that's Scott.
What's up?
Sarian Softpaws on the things, the Twitters, the letterbox. That's about it. Nothing else is important. And honestly, if I didn't need Twitter for this and wrestling, I think I would get off the platform at this point.
Fair.
Like a lot of other people have. Mm-hmm. But it's not changing its name, right? It's still called Twitter.
No.
So then why does everything still show up? Because they're that incompetent?
Yes.
I like it.
It's called X. And it's not, you'll notice they changed all the tweet buttons to post.
Did they?
Like there's no mention of Twitter, tweeting, anything.
Oh no, I took my glasses off.
Except retweeting, which they haven't figured out yet, I think. I think that's still in the mix.
Reposting? Re-Xing?
I mean, reposting seems fine, but I think that still shows up as retweet. So yeah, they're doing it in stages, I guess, because they're great at their jobs.
I mean, the website still says twitter.com/home.
Yes.
And
the website's twitter.com, although I think x.com does point to it now.
Let's find out.
I think they got that.
I'm very disappointed that it does. I was very disappointed that no porn site or something like swooped in and stole it.
Yeah.
And then have to sell it back.
Yeah, but I would like that.
There was a person I saw whose handle was like at X.
Yeah.
And Elon just took it back. Like he didn't
even buy it.
He offered the person a free tour of the
headquarters. Oh, that's
and like something like everything that was offered was non-monetary. Like there was no money involved. It was like you could do a tour of the building, but you have to get here on your own. We're not flying you here.
Yeah, hope you live in San Francisco.
Yeah, and I don't remember what the other one was, but yeah, they just took it from them.
Yeah, not only were the offers non-monetary, they were not even cool.
Not that
I would expect a cool offer from maybe the least cool person on earth.
Yeah, maybe the highest like the scale of highest functioning, highest autism of anyone.
Yeah.
And what's your name? Where can people do stuff for you? Because we just did me.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
Do you feel done? Do you feel like you've been did?
Well, I said I was going to
get your hair. Did you get your hair did?
I got my hair did on Monday. No, I was just saying I was going to get off Twitter if I didn't need it for wrestling and the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to just get rid of all social media.
I mean, that's the fucking dream.
I would love to. But
One day.
Unfortunately, you crybabies are so desperate for our attention that we can't ever leave. We can't ever leave. We can't ever have fun.
Yeah.
We can't do anything we want because we're too busy appeasing all of you people.
Beholden.
Yeah.
We're too William Holden.
William
to you
Holdens.
people. I'm William Holden to you people. You're Kim Novak to those people.
Yeah.
That's a what fucking movie am I even referencing? Moonlight?
Moonlight? Yeah. Moonlight.
Yeah. Good for me.
But yeah, literally Letterboxd is the only one I care about, and everything else can fuck off.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm Scott. I'm at Not Scott Hansen on Twitter and Blue Sky and Threads. Let's get them fuckers going. I haven't posted anything, but maybe if 10,000 people follow me, I will.
That's like me with Mastodon. I've posted one thing and that was it.
You feel good? I guess I'm also at Not Scott Henson on Mastodon, although don't you have like it's like a longer thing? I believe I'm at Not Scott Henson at transfer.social.
Yes, because you can pick your at whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say
I think that's what I am. I don't even really understand. I don't understand anything about Mastodon.
Nope.
It seems like overly complicated.
It's just
I'm sure
the format is
I'm sure I could
clunky.
figure it out in half an hour, but that is 30 minutes I do not have.
Yeah, the format is just very clunky.
Yeah. Like the added stuff seems like largely unnecessary.
Edgy Berserker just posted. Well, it's from 2 weeks ago, but how often am I on?
Probably
Mastodon?
every 2 weeks.
Probably every 2 weeks. It's a picture of one of those early 2000s WWE DVDs for The Rock.
Oh yeah.
And Edgy Berserker said, every time I listen to the Worst Year of Our Lives podcast, and instead of just bring it, it's just bing it. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. That's
very nice.
That's pretty perfect.
This is a 2 weeks late. Well done.
Hey, better late than never.
Absolutely.
If I didn't go on Mastodon right now for the first time in 2 weeks, it would have been 3 weeks before we found out. Maybe 4.
It's true. I think I might have 0 followers on Blue Sky. Let's do a live check.
Until you said it last week.
You hadn't heard of it?
I'd never heard of it before.
It's Jack's new Twitter.
That's so crazy.
0 followers, 0 following, 0 posts.
Is it supposed to be... Is it right, left, center? Like, is it leaning one way, or is it just like
Probably...
an alternative period?
I think not unlike ourselves, they're a center-left operation.
But I thought we were the number one alt.
No, we pivoted.
Oh.
We're center left.
We're the number one center left podcast.
We do whatever
Spotify.
XCometown pretends to do. And their current joke is that they're a center left talk show, and thus we are a center left podcast about the alt right. We used to be
right.
Yeah, we deal with exclusively alt right topics, but we tackle them from a center left point of view. Yeah,
okay, I'm fine with that.
That's our move.
It's a good way to do it.
Live
Blue Sky.
Live news.
Big Sky.
From Big Sky. Live news from last week's guest, Matt. My worst fears manifested, he says, because I believe the clearance sale went live today, and I'm thinking I'm going to be helping him with a lot of orders come Monday.
Probably.
I will respond to him live. We're live right now. I have broadcasted your pain.
no one has shown any sympathy. None of the listeners have called in to share sympathy.
On our first live
on
podcast.
Our first live podcast.
Give us a call, though. 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. Wonder if anyone's ever... I think I think it's for an LA radio station. So I wonder if...
wasn't that Tom Likas?
No, Tom Likas is one Tom 100, Tom 100,
yeah,
Tom.
But isn't that the... Oh, maybe it's not the actual phone number. Is Tom Likas still a thing?
Fantastic question. Don't know.
Oh, he's so much fatter and uglier than I remember every time I look him up.
You're never ready.
Yeah.
Women love him.
Women can't get enough. He's a big fat fatty. Does he got anything going on? No, it looks like he hasn't really done much since. I mean, there's stuff in 2018, and that looks like maybe it's the end. Maybe we lost him.
We lost Tom.
The
greatest radio personality of our time.
Can't keep things you love forever. Sometimes you gotta let them go.
What does 591-ROCK get me?
No,
591-ROCK.
Nothing.
What is
literally nothing?
No, there's stuff. Did I just play this? I don't know if that's... It says the 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL, Get a Leg Up parody.
Oh.
And it's something on SoundCloud. And then
maybe mute your microphone first.
You're not the boss of me.
So that we don't have to...
We'll see what happens.
I mean, you're the one that uploads it and has to deal with...
real fast and loose. And this appears to be just sort of the same thing yet. So it's something? I don't know. I was hoping for more. What if I put in 591-ROCK and 591-ROLL?
Isn't that too long?
Huh. Not much besides that one parody song. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like it was just two numbers you could call for, I think, an LA radio station. Or maybe a Chicago radio station, because I think it's a Jimmy Pardo reference.
That's about right.
So, one of the two. But,
did you do your live Big Sky? How many you got?
Zero across the board. Zero followers, zero following, zero posts.
But that's what you want. You just want to create the account and then never have to use it.
I just felt special that I get an account, because they're rolling it out. We talked about it last week, right?
Yeah.
Cartman Land style?
Cartman Land style.
Yeah.
You got to be invited.
Do I have... What do I got going on Threads? Threads, I have 43 followers.
All right.
Because I guess it's linked to your Instagram, so people can see that you got a Threads account and then follow that.
I'm not doing Threads.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything. I just in case...
Twitter goes down?
Yeah, it was basically just a precautionary measure in case Twitter actually goes down. But I really don't feel like
having another one?
I don't feel like building up a base again.
No.
If this goes down, that's it. I'm just done.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not getting 7 million followers again.
I don't know how people who get hacked and stuff and have to create new accounts, new followers. There's a girl on Instagram that I follow who, for no specific reason, and
she's a nice personality.
Yeah. And people keep creating fake accounts of her.
Yeah, I like that.
And then people will follow both accounts.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other account...
Oh, we'll say that...
Yes, that.
Okay.
But also the other account will then say, hey, it's me. I've had a really tough couple of weeks. I'm just wondering if, my followers are willing to donate some money for me to do blah, blah, blah.
Very nice.
And then actual her will have to go on her Instagram and do a video and say, like, that's not me. I will never ask you for money. It is my only 2 accounts are this and this.
Anything else is fake.
But then idiots on Instagram will keep falling for the fake accounts. Even though there's videos of her saying, these are my 2 accounts, nothing else, then a 3rd account will appear. They will follow it. That account will ask them for money. And then people will get mad at her for asking for the money. And she's like, well, it's not fucking me.
Not asking for money.
I'm telling you it's not me. Yeah, it's wild.
I like going the one step further and as a fake account getting enough of a following to then claim that the real one is fake.
That's pretty awesome.
Because that's back to Come Town. There's a Vietnamese YouTube account that posts just like reposted Come Town clips, and they're copyright claiming other Come Down channels that do the same thing.
Nice.
Which is pretty funny.
That's pretty sick. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a ballsy move.
Yeah. It really is a ballsy move.
But if it's working out, then...
Yeah. I'm a liar and a thief, but I'm the best liar and thief, and all of you are in trouble.
No one out-thieves me.
Also, sorry if there's a bit of fan noise on this.
Don't apologize. It's hot.
Yeah, but what I was going to say, but too bad it's too hot.
It is currently 4:24 p.m. and it is 29 degrees Celsius.
No, that's no good.
Good news is it's only going down. It says 5.
It's probably
it says 5 p.m. 28,
and then
by 10 or by 11 p.m. when you're leaving, 20.
Beautiful.
Nothing like an 11 p.m. 20 degrees Celsius.
We should start recording at 11 p.m. then. I think we're doing this.
I think there was...
We gotta stop doing this at peak temperature hours.
Well, there was definitely times like pre the worst year of our lives recording on the sun deck.
Yeah.
Where we started recording at like 8:30, 9 o'clock sometimes.
Yeah, we had some nighttime jobs.
But that was also when we were, believe it or not, less organized than we are now.
It's shocking to think about in hindsight.
And also with like... We had no agenda. We had no.
We had no gender.
Well, we're all fluid.
Yeah,
we're all liquid. We're liquid genders. Yeah, I'm a Gatorade Zero Berry, and you're a Prime Rocket.
Are you doing a Kaiser Soze right now? And you're an MSI Korean laptop.
Exactly. And tune in next week when we do our episode on Reader's Choice PC. Did we... Yeah, Cameo.com.
Cameo.com/Scoot. Where does the money go? Fantastic question.
For that?
No,
it goes in your pocket.
Well, it goes in my goddamn pocket, and some in the Cameo's pocket. But where does it? Let me rephrase. let me take another pass at it. Clean take. Give me the clapper board.
Clapper board.
Slate. That's the one. I got there. Action.
No, that's not how it works.
Which one of us has the film degree?
You.
That's correct. I've forgotten what oh, yes. Where should your money go? It should go to paypal.me/notscotthenson. In fact, someone's did today, and that person's name is Tommy. And it was enough money such that we went and saw at the theater. In hindsight, we could have saved some money.
We'll get to that.
But we'll get to that. But a request was made, and reviews will be given. And next week, more reviews will be given for goddamn free.
Yeah, it's our choice.
What are we? Yeah, it's Our Body, Our Choice.
Our Body, Our Choice.
Yeah, we're doing an Our Body, Our Choice episode next week. And then I was gonna say 2021 the week after, but with the pace I'm on,
not a fucking chance.
And the fact I'm probably going to be forced into a 9-to-5 job for the next several weeks, I'm definitely not going to do it. So probably after next week, I think we might, as a special treat for you guys, do the first episode of season 5 with season 5 content. What do you think about that?
Deal.
Yeah, I think we'll do that until we're ready for 2021.
Yeah, that's smart.
We'll do that. We'll do 2021, and then we'll go back to that. Nobody really, well, you guys don't know. We basically know what season 5 content is, and I think it's pretty cool that we have done this many episodes of season 5 without one bit of that content yet.
Yeah, we got to stretch it out though, so that we keep the artwork for the season.
I do like the artwork a lot.
Got to make the season like 3 years long.
That dry juice artwork, I like it. Yeah, can we do season 5 longer than season 1?
Well, how about this? Let's record a bunch of episodes in advance so that we're caught up.
So that we can definitely put out one every week on time. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then 3 years later, we'll struggle to get the last 7 episodes done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. That's good business sense right there.
That's good business. What else do I have? I think we have 2 new YouTube subscribers. 2 new YouTube members. We got plenty of new YouTube subscribers. If you're not subscribing on YouTube, that's the thing where you just click subscribe and then you're done doing things. And it doesn't cost anyone a goddamn penny. Do that if you haven't already. What's your problem? Go to youtube.com/@NotScottHansen. Again, I'm keeping it uniform across the board, guys. It's real easy. If you can remember the one thing, you can get at me. And click subscribe, and I guess click the bell also, because clicking subscribe doesn't actually let you know whenever we post a new thing. So what's the point? Click subscribe, click the bell. Done, easy, do it. But if you want to go the extra mile, as they say, the finishing touches, click join, and then you can pay money through YouTube. Isn't that an exciting proposition?
Weird.
For which you'll get, I think we've lost a couple of subscribers. Not members, just subscribers, because I'm pretty sure this was like a couple higher the last time I looked at it. Anyway, feelings aren't hurt. It's fine. Moving on.
Brian.
No, if we ever lose a Brian, that's it. I'm done. Click the join button and click the membership level. $5, $10, or $50. You know what the correct one is. Spoiler, it's not 5. And all members get the sweet new emotes and all the comments and whatnot. $10 and higher get early episodes, and probably at some point exclusive content. But yeah, we'll see and we'll figure that out. But two new members in the last week or so. Eve Nigma, aka Shut Up Eve, not to be confused with Other Eve. That seems pejorative to call first Eve Other Eve, as if she's been usurped by some other Eve. Not the case. Shut Up Eve, your Other Eve. Why do I have to put anyone down?
I don't know.
Do you want to just start the podcast over?
Sure. We're only 28 minutes in. Why not start again?
Thank you, Eve Nigma, for becoming a new member, and also thank you, Tulika, who brought us that the furry shaving cream commercial 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm now that you're a member and are never going to stop being a member, right, Tulika? Because it's been well documented that our feelings are hurt whenever anyone cancels a membership, and we have few enough members that I can figure out exactly who canceled the membership.
That's true. We'll come for you.
That the $2 you sent for the shaving cream commercial, even though it was just a commercial and it was fun and we liked it and talked about it for a minute, $2 seemed low.
It's a little low.
Now that you're a monthly member, hey, now it's more than $2. So thanks. You're doing a good job. So thanks to everyone, and also other recent member Kuroku Bandit, who we promised not to shame their persona as long as they never cancel their membership. And I'll hit the rest of you next week. I feel like we did a rundown of all the member thank yous recently, and we're doing her next week. I would love to have more people's names to say next week, except I won't because we're recording it today. But I would love to have more people's names to say in 2 weeks, real time.
Real time. Well,
So-
we would be recording next week, except for we're wrestling both Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, on Drew's shattered wrist.
On my shattered wrist.
So that'll be fun.
We'll see. We'll see if it gets better. It's got a week.
It's got a week.
But if you're coming to 5cc on Saturday the 12th, and you think, wow, Drew's not doing a lot of stuff in this
Drew's
match.
sure leaving a lot up to his partners. One of whom is a girl.
Then you'll know why. Yeah. Well, you can't win them all, Scott. Can't be a boys club forever. It can be a boys and one girl club for one show.
You let in the other girl. It's a no girls.
We're allowed one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you see highlights of the match or just the whole match, and you realize I'm doing
Not a lot of Drew highlights.
Not punching and standing on the apron, it's because I've got more important matches coming up, and I need my wrist to heal.
That's fair. Are you gonna at least be real energetic on the apron?
Yeah, I'll do the Undertaker.
Nice.
I was doing it.
Yeah.
The
Trophy Hunters match?
Trophy Hunters match.
Yeah.
I was doing the Undertaker. So I'll do it at 5cc.
Excellent.
R.I.P. 5cc, final show ever.
Final show. Man, we can sure kill promotions.
Okay, one's coming back, sort of, or something.
Well, I guess one is coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peak Sports Entertainment.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
PSE?
Yeah.
This is a dumb name for a wrestling company.
And it's reasons like that why it's going to take us a long time to get booked again.
Because we called it a dumb...
Because you hurt their feelings live on the air.
Oh, yeah,
because
either one of those fat fucks is
that
listening
both
to
of
this
those
podcast.
fat fucks definitely listen to.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure that both those fat pieces of human garbage, their man tits, and their big ass bellies are listening to this podcast now.
One of the fattest teams in pro wrestling.
But one of them's a good base, and the other one's there.
The other one should be.
You'd think. You'd really think.
The other one on paper is.
Not so much.
It's all about that base.
It's all about that base. You want to talk about all about that base with... It's not a segue because it's not her song.
Close enough. It's a fat bitch.
Do you want to talk about Lizzo for a second?
Love to talk about Lizzo for a sec.
Would you love to talk about how for years everybody has come to her defense about being a beautiful, voluptuous, ebony beauty?
Now, I love all of that, first of all. I don't know if it was intentional, unintentional, doesn't matter, but mispronouncing it voluptuous sounds more like what she is.
Well, that's why, Scott, you're pulling a Dan.
No, I know. No, I'm just enjoying it in my head.
Okay.
Because like it sounds like a combination.
Lump is the joke.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a combination of voluptuous and do you remember old Winnie the Pooh? Like they have these like monsters, heffalumps and woozles. Yeah, it's a combination of voluptuous and heffalump.
That's what Lizzo is.
Lizzo is a real heffalump.
She's a real heffalump.
Yeah, so she's perfect, unimpeachable.
Yeah.
Everybody loves her.
President forever.
President forever. What's going on?
So there is.
She's a flautist.
You can't.
They let her play Alexander Hamilton's glass flute at some thing.
I don't know. Did they?
Yeah,
sure.
and she ate it. I don't know. That's a lazy joke, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing.
There are like you can't make this shit up.
We tried earlier.
We tried to write a script for this, and we're like, nah,
can't do it.
Just doesn't work.
Yeah,
we're gonna look like the assholes.
Yeah,
and then Lizzo's like, oh, hold my
4-course meal
and my gut. She's been accused of fat shaming her fat backup dancers and making them do a very gross act at a strip club.
Those are separate things, though, right?
Things.
She didn't like immediately say you're too fat and then send him into the Amsterdam club.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, a couple of her backup dancers have accused...
Who are famously, like, her thing...
plus size.
Her thing is her backup dancers are fat. That's what's weird about this to me.
Idea. And fat, but skinnier than her.
Yes. Well, I mean, It'd be hard to be on the other side.
You could do it.
It's tough to be on the wrong end of Lizzo. And if you think I'm not writing down that line, you're out of your mind.
Yeah. So, the accusations are that she verbally abused them for gaining weight. For being too fat.
Now, I'm wondering...
But is that because she was afraid they were encroaching on her fatness? She has to be the biggest boy?
She's a big boy?
She's a big boy.
Biggest boy.
Yeah,
I'm wondering what her angle is and why it was a problem. Like, is it like no one can be bigger than me? Is it like was somebody getting too fat too fast and maybe she was worried they were going to get a hernia?
Could be oh my god, forget it. Tragic avalanche.
I'm like, Travis Barker? Is that what you're trying to say?
Could have been Travis Barker, married to a Kardashian, or impregnated a Kardashian, which is wild. Yeah.
And it was Robert.
It was Robert Kardashian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally got him.
Kylie Jenner is the child of Robert Kardashian and Travis Barker.
Maybe that's what it was, is like you're getting so fat that it's not funny anymore. Now it's just sad.
She could have. Lizzo might be the good guy here. She could have, obviously she sees...
I don't know if that's true.
She sees her backup dances regularly, and something is very clearly moving from funny to sad, and nobody wants to see that. Or,
hear me out, she's just a big cunt.
She could be a big... It's on the table, certainly. But, but I'm wondering, because it's... Yeah, I think it's a position versus velocity thing.
Okay.
I think she's it's not the weight, it's the speed of the game.
Right.
It's not the size of the bitch. It's the motion.
It's the motion.
Yeah. So I really don't understand her angle.
I don't know.
And then additionally,
on top of the fat shaming of her own dancers that in theory she hired.
On top of spaghetti all covered with cheese.
Don't get her hungry. You're gonna get her hungry, she's gonna come for us.
Has anyone done Hungry Lizzo? Come. That's fun.
Yeah, let's look it up.
If I see a perfect Lizzo anthropomorphic hippo, I'm going to be real happy with this turn of events. Someone must have... Again, lazy joke. It's got to be out there.
Nothing if I Google Hungry Lizzo.
In quotes? But I want it in quotes.
I could be doing Bing here.
You should Bing it.
I should Bing it.
Follow Dwayne Johnson's advice and just Bing it.
Lizzo.
Hungry Lizzo, end quote.
Is this it? It's bad, though. But somebody did make Lizzo as a hippo.
They did?
Yeah, but it doesn't...
It's not very good?
It doesn't look good at all.
It's just like a picture of a hippo with like her head or something.
No, it looks like it was maybe made by AI.
Okay.
And... Yeah, it's not good. Although then there's a bunch of stuff with the hippo from the Madagascar franchise just dressed as Lizzo.
That's fun.
Jeez, some of these pictures are so unflattering.
There appears to be... Google did show up a tweet from just June 21st of this year. Parker Brothers' new game, Hungry Lizzo.
Uh-huh.
That's something.
Is it a picture?
No, it goes to the Twitter of verified Twitter user, Alan Roberts, at the MFing COO.
Okay. Cool guy.
Whose banner says "Make America Healthy Again."
Mm-hmm. Was it ever healthy?
He is quoting a tweet from a now deleted tweet from Twitter account Clown World, which I think they made the joke, but maybe not, because he's quoting something that's gone, and he says "rolls are curves now." which is also fair. But the hungry Lizzo tweet appears to not be there, so
okay.
I am the first person who thought of it.
Good. There's no proof.
Oh, there appears to be something in the r/Tim Dillon Reddit, where it was also mentioned, but I'm not scrolling through the whole damn. It may have been a comment on Tim Dillon's Reddit also. But yeah, I did it first. It was probably me. I'm a well-known Redditor, so that was probably my comment anyway.
Yep.
I do like Tim Dillon, except when he goes crazy.
Well, sometimes he goes crazy. The other news involving her was taking, I guess it was also the backup dancers, right?
Yeah, I think so.
To a strip club called the Amsterdam or Amps.
No. Here's the thing. Here's where I'm kind of legitimately on Lizzo's side on this one.
Okay.
She took them to a strip club in Amsterdam. Where they were made to eat bananas out of strippers' pussies. And the name of the club was Bananen Bar, a place where you eat bananas out of strippers' pussies.
Right.
That's the deal there. So don't go if that's not your deal.
Peel on, peel off.
Great question. I'm thinking off, but funnier on.
Can't be very hygienic for the stripper to have the unpeeled banana in their sniz.
High in potassium.
Sure, but I can't imagine putting, like, I don't know, 40 or 50 of them every night is, like, good for your...
Maybe so.
For your pee hole. It's all one hole, right? Just one?
Yeah,
Everything comes in and out of the same hole?
Girls have cloacas.
Okay.
Yeah. Girls have toothed cloacas.
Gross.
If my history books have taught me anything. Not science books. I don't mess with those.
No.
But history books.
What if females
Go on.
had the opposite mouth and throat of cat penises? So you going in
Yeah.
hurts like hell, but then you can't get it out.
Huh.
So, like, you're both double stuck to each other inside.
Sure.
That'd be horrible. And that's why you don't have sex with women.
There may be an evolutionary reason that hasn't happened.
I guess.
If we believed in evolution.
If we believe in evolution. Because somebody later on the podcast who will be speaking about a lot might not believe that we evolved from chimpanzees.
This, as we know, is an intelligent design podcast.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 2:55 p.m.
Nope.
Based on the time you said it was earlier. I think my watch stopped.
Aww.
This is a sad day.
Well, let's go back in time. I believe we were getting out of...
it stopped because the thing got pulled out that adjusted time. So if I put it back in, time will start again.
But it's going to start at 2:45.
What do I fix it live? What fucking time is it?
4:46.
4:46.
Do you want to just wait till it turns over to 4:47 and then you can exactly time it?
No.
You don't want to sit here on the pod in silence for the next...
I fixed it.
30 seconds or less?
There, we're having time again.
Okay.
Time's back on. We're doing a Zach Morris freeze frame.
It just changed 4:47. Change it.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect time. Your watch is exactly perfect time.
I mean, it's not digital, so you just eyeball it anyway.
Yeah, but now you can eyeball it at the exact time it is. You're not a minute behind. I'm doing this for you. I'm helping
I'm
you.
on your side.
I'm on your side.
So where do you stand on Bananagate? Where do you stand on Banana Phone? Raffi's magnum opus.
I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. I mean, I don't care for Lizzo, and I feel like if you knew that was what the strip club was, then maybe don't go.
Yeah.
Nobody's making you go. At the same time, I wouldn't go and assume that my employer is going to force me to eat a banana out of a stripper's pussy.
That's also true.
Like, if
You're
you're
not
going and you're
wrong.
like, no, I'm just going to sit back with everybody at the table. I'll enjoy the night, have some drinks, ha, ha, ha. And then you get there and your big plump boss is like, you're eating bananas out of that pussy. You have no choice.
That's true.
Is that a perfect Lizzo impersonation?
It was like I was right there.
Lizzo versus Precious. Who wins?
It's like I was the Salacious Crumb to her Jabba the Hutt. This is a Star Wars podcast.
No, it's not, and it will never be. Precious versus Lizzo. Who wins?
Ooh. I think Precious.
Battle of the Biggies. Well, she ate her baby,
Yeah.
and that's pretty baller.
I don't know if Lizzo's baby eating fat.
I don't know if Lizzo's having babies. She might. I don't know.
Yeah.
What? Can you tell me, for the life of you, what is the name of Precious?
The actress?
The actress, and then did her mom in the movie deserve an Oscar?
Well, Precious is played by Oscar nominee Gabourey Sidibe.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom is played by Oscar winner Monique of 90s WB Two Fat Black Women, the show. It wasn't Sister Sister, that was Tia and Tamara. Was it just called Monique? Oh, no, was it called Some Other Bitch's Name?
Yeah.
Cassandra.
No. Shaniqua.
I think we're getting closer.
That's always my go-to black woman name.
Disquarius Tacmeritrix.
The artist formerly known as Mouse Cop.
Damn it, what's fucking Monique's show?
Monique.
It could have just been called Monique, but I think it was not. It was called That Bitch. Damn it. I'm actually mad I can't pull that. I'm just gonna scroll.
No, I'm
through.
looking too. Don't worry.
I'm scrolling through Lizzo allegations.
She is not a looker.
Were there any other things besides those two? The Too Fat and the bananas?
No, I don't know.
Did you rape someone?
I'm not saying no, but she was in the Hughleys. She was in a little bit of Moesha.
Yeah.
Then she's in Half Past Dead.
Moesha was Brandy.
Yeah. She was in Bernie Mac show. She was in The Parkers.
The Parkers. That was
in
it.
110 episodes.
That was it. She was a Parker.
And if you look at the poster for it, she is.
It's shocking they fit everyone onto it.
She is conservatively 400 pounds. I think I've maybe seen like a couple episodes because it was on before or after something.
Did Sandra Bullock and Monique win Oscars the same year?
Yeah, I think so.
Were they the two best actresses in the world that year?
Apparently.
Is that what you're telling me?
Apparently.
You're sitting me down here and telling me no one did a better job on screen the calendar year of 2010 than Sandy B and Monique and Precious's mom.
That is in fact what I'm telling you.
I don't know if I'm willing to believe that, quite honestly.
Well, if you want to find out what we think about it, you can go back and listen to the episode of the podcast where we fix the Oscars.
Oh yeah, we both kept it as is, right? Because
the two most deserving,
the Academy nailed it.
Yep, two most deserving Oscar winners of all time. That'd be the 2010 Oscars.
I think both the movies were 2010.
I think they're both 2009. I think The Blind Side's 09. I don't know what Precious is.
Precious,
even though
it's probably 2010. So maybe it wasn't the same year. Thank God.
Winner, Sandy B. It's the same year, Scott.
Is it?
Same year. So
exciting.
just based, I mean, we've already done this bunch. Sandy B beat Helen Mirren for The Last Station, Carey Mulligan for An Education, Gabourey Sidibe for Precious, based on the novel
imagine if
Pushed by
Precious
Sapphire,
had swept.
and Meryl Streep in Julie and Julia.
Fucking imagine if Precious had swept.
And Monique won against your favorite Penelope Cruz for 9, Maggie Gyllenhaal for Crazy Heart, Vera Farmiga for Up in the Air, and Anna Kendrick for Up in the Air.
Perfect.
I would put all 4 of those people
I think both legitimately should have come last, and there should have been other people in front of them still.
And then I wish I had it typed up and saved the info of who we put. Maybe
if only I had it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
right
probably have
here.
it, but
I just have our winners. I have my nominees and both of our
my
winners.
nominees might still be on the computer. I just I'm not gonna
probably. Your winner
you should cut each off.
was Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Okay,
My winner was Vera Farmiga
there you go.
for supporting.
Yeah.
Over Monique.
Uh-huh.
Sadly, we couldn't find a way for her to keep it. And then actress, both Helen Mirren.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
anyways, that's our Lizzo talk.
We're pro Lizzo, anti Lizzo.
I'm anti Lizzo. I don't care for her. I don't think I like any of her songs, and she's too fat. Too fat, too fast.
And
she's a real owl type.
I don't know if she was too fat. I think she was just fat.
Yeah. I don't care for her.
I like
her face and her weight.
I like the song "Good as Hell."
Sure.
That's about it. And I think you're allowed to abuse people under you. I think why else would you get to the top? What other reason is there for getting to the top other than the privilege of abusing people under you?
Right, but you can only get to the top if you are the fattest, because then nobody can get mad at you. If you go up and you're like medium-sized, or you lose a bunch of weight, you then can't, because you'll get canceled.
That's why nobody likes Adele anymore.
Also, you can't be white.
Oh, so you can't be white.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea of, because like Lizzo, on stage, I guess, I don't know how she dresses in her daily life, but on stage she dresses ridiculously. She's like a silver lame onesie with no ass.
I assume it's just all moo-moos.
Oh no, she's like extremely revealing because she's body paws.
That's true. Not these paws. She ain't gonna get these paws
on her body.
Never.
No. Yeah, so that's the Lizzo news.
Yep.
What else we got?
Do you want very quick breaking WWE news that apparently Big E is never going to wrestle again and now he's going to be a commentator?
I mean, I think we all knew that. After he posted an update 12 months after breaking his neck saying, my neck is not forming any new bone.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not a doctor, except I am.
Probably not a doctor.
And I think, this is personal opinion, this is not a Journal of Medicine opinion, although it probably also is. I think you need a full boned neck to in order to be doing taking rigorous physical abuse.
I would say so,
and not just missing parts in there. Because I think if that's the case, I think if you take another bad bump like the one that broke his neck, I think his head could fall off.
Probably.
I think Big E's head could fall off of his body. And I don't think WWE wants, because most of their content is live. Yeah. And I don't think they want that making the rounds.
Yes, don't say.
Of a large black man's head falling off.
With like the biggest tits you've ever seen.
He's got a pair.
He's got a real set.
Big double E Langston.
Yeah. They might be like J's.
I'll tell you, I have jade to them.
Cover up your face and I'll do whatever I want. I don't know. Is that it for news? Do we just talk about the awesome, cool movie we saw?
Hot prime minister got divorced. That's about it.
Hot, underqualified prime minister who shouldn't run again, but...
I hope he runs again, and I will vote for him every time.
Because he's a hunk?
Because he's a hunk, and because he gave us money during COVID.
Yeah, but then they took a bunch back because they didn't tax it properly.
Not me.
Because he's stupid.
Well, sure. Did you have to give any back?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. That first, 4 months or whatever where they weren't taking tax off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pay it back.
Oh, maybe I had to pay tax on it, but
Yeah.
But I didn't have to give anything back.
Well, yeah. I'm
Should
just
I be saying this out loud? I don't know.
Do you think the Canadian government's listening?
They're always listening.
Okay, I'll say this live on the podcast so that everyone
First
can understand.
live podcast.
No, because it's not. Here's a bold statement that I know to be true. I think our listeners genuinely appreciate us having real ass moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've gotten a lot of positive talk about. They're like, oh, you guys opened up about this thing, or it was really cool to hear about that thing, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I'll say for realsies, I'm gonna go against every bone in my body, including this bone,
and vote conservative.
and I'm gonna vote conservative. And I'm only voting conservative because every single fucking time we have a conservative leader, they fix our fucking dollar.
It does seem to end up being good for the economy.
And the last time, I mean, Harper for that long was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
But I don't imagine us getting a conservative leader for, I mean, how long was Harper in power?
I don't know. It seems like every prime minister now gets 12 years.
But well, is there even a cap?
No.
Right? So, but having Harper in that long was terrible.
Yeah.
But there was a point during his leadership where the Canadian dollar was 101 to the American dollar.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be getting...
We're worth more than the U.S.
Yeah, I'd be rather getting 1 cent more on my dollar than 26 cents less than the American dollar.
Yeah.
And the conservatives aren't even... The only problem with them is that they do the thing that the Republicans do in the U.S. as far as giving money to their corporate friends.
Yeah.
But they're not actively trying to stop abortion.
Yeah, no, they're just
kill the gays and the trans.
Yeah, no, they don't. Only are far right, because we have a further right party than conservative, and they're the ones who play the identity politics game. Yeah. Conservatives are just your regular old school corrupt conservatives.
Yeah,
like 60s 70s US Republicans.
They're not out there to make these drastic changes or fuck over a complete minority group of the country. They're just hey, this is my friend, he owns a big corporation, I'm not gonna make him pay taxes. And you know what, I'm fine with that if our dollar is on par with the United States, especially because so many things come in from the United States. We go to the United States so much.
Yeah,
I don't want to keep paying all of that extra money to buy things in the US, buying food while we're down there, buying snacks,
buying energy drinks that are banned in Canada. Canada just banned 12 energy drinks, by the way.
They sure did. Luckily, they're not the ones we like. But then also there's a shortage of the ones we do like. A manufacturing... I don't know. Anyways. So I would vote NDP always. Mm-hmm. But I don't believe in... The problem is I don't believe in
the party leader's Indian.
He's very Indian. He's in fact so Indian that everybody's been mispronouncing his first name the entire time.
Oh, really?
Well, it's not Jagmeet. It's Jugmeet.
Oh, that sounds dirty.
I know, but that's what it is.
I like
it's Jugmeet Singh, not Jagmeet Singh, because whiteys don't know how to say it.
I cannot wait to meet Jugmeet.
Jugmeet. But I don't believe in the party.
I have got some meat you can jug.
Because...
would you... Baby Joel, would you like to jug my meat?
Yeah, that's... I don't feel like they're not moving forward enough.
If you jug my meat, I will sing. Sorry, I'm sorry I had to interrupt, but I was
you can ruin
I was enjoying that in my head quite a bit, and then decided
a good joke.
Decided to make an IPO of it. like morally, NDP is the correct party,
Yeah.
except with how nice they are to natives.
Correct.
Like if we could
just get rid of that part,
if we could get NDP's like the social aspect of NDP,
the new Democrat Party,
the new Democratic Party, the fiscal aspect of the Conservative Party, and the policy towards natives of the 1939 National Socialist Party. That's the party for me.
Yeah, that's the perfect party.
That's the dream.
Do you want to run for office? We can run under that banner.
I like
we're liberal
the hand
thinking.
sign you're making when you say banner.
We're liberal thinking. We want to fix the money.
Yeah.
Fuck the natives.
Yes, that's
across the board.
I think that should be I think there should be one party and it should be that.
Party,
I think most people besides clearly one group will be very on board with that party's platform. I think there should be a benevolent dictatorship, and I think it should be me.
And it should be you.
And I'll fix everything, except for one group of people who are not going to be psyched about me.
Who you will put in camps.
Well, no, not camp. We'll do
summer camps.
We'll do schools near their residences.
Okay, but do they get to go home and visit their parents on breaks and on the weekend, or
the TBD?
Okay, well, just see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll call them residential schools
because they're near their
residences.
Okay,
yeah.
And then just like big open space, like fields behind, so they can like play soccer. They can run around.
Lots of room.
Just
frolic.
Have like a bobcat on site just in case.
The bobcat's like the mascot.
Either one. You can have a live bobcat or a backhoe, just on the premises just in case. That's actually really funny. To do a residential school where the mascot is a caterpillar or like a backhoe.
Just a big earth mover.
Big earth mover.
Artists, if you want.
I don't know how you do that.
We're putting it out there, but
like the Manitoba Hills Residential School, go backhoes.
Go backhoes. I will admit, when you first said bobcat, I thought you meant cat.
Yeah.
But then the context became clear, and I figured things out because I'm smart. Are you searching for? If anything has a backhoe as a mascot currently?
No, I don't even know.
Billy the backhoe.
I don't know what I was looking up. Mascots, because that's where we make all of our money.
That's true. Mascots really are our bread and butter.
We make all our money on mascots.
Oh, speaking of which, I guess like our boy Toko, hit like the mainstream news.
Yeah,
because I had 1,000 people send me links because there was like a New York Post article.
Yeah, way to be way behind the times.
Yeah, and like
everybody in the regular news media.
And because it's I would assume mostly non-podcast listeners who were sending me this, because I'm like, we've discussed this a while ago,
like a long,
like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be very nice. I'm like, yes, we've been following him for some time. Listen to the podcast.
Maybe listen to the podcast. You fuck.
We're on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, he's the original 2 million yen fursuit.
And he's also the starting point of.
He's also the starting quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs.
He is. He was the starting point of getting the surgery
of the proper
and
dream.
Getting a suit.
Yeah.
Get the surgery, put the suit on, take the suit off to reveal the surgery.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the guy.
Where have you been?
He was the guy. Yeah, there was him, and then there was the wolf suit by the same maker.
Yeah.
Zeppet. Shout out to official sponsor of the podcast, Zeppet Studios. Suits, whatever.
Zoot Suits.
Zoot Suit Riot.
Zeppet Studio makes fursuits and zoot suits.
That'd be cool. Furry zoot suits?
Furry zoot suits. That's not bad. I'd wear one.
It's not bad at all.
I'm gonna look it up.
I can't imagine what you're going to find, but I'm excited for it.
I found some pretty good pictures.
Yeah.
They're just...
Is it all just like...
It's Fur Affinity, and it's just people's personas in zoot suits.
Okay, I like that.
Not bad.
Like drawings or any like fursuits wearing zoot suits.
They're all drawings.
Okay. I was
Some of them pretty good.
I was wondering if they were just going to be like all the just like the Tex Avery wolf.
There's a couple of those, but no, everything else is like people's personas in zoot suits. Man,
Big.
We should get zoot suits, guy.
We should. I have a black tie birthday I'm attending. So maybe I'll do that.
Gay.
Yeah, in Miami. My first time in Florida.
Oh, is it
Pretty
for
exciting.
a gay man?
No.
Is it for a gay furry?
Neither.
Weird.
It's for a straight man. It's for a straight doctor.
Weird.
Yeah.
You're gonna burn alive.
It's in October,
You still might
but
burn
I'm
alive.
still probably going to burn alive.
Everybody say your final goodbyes to Scott. You're never gonna see him again. He's gonna burn alive in Florida.
Can't wait to die in Florida. Just like the fortune teller predicted. You must never go to Florida.
Well, I hope you enjoy your time there.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's the end of my statement. Yeah. Do you want to do
We can talk about the movie.
our actual talking point for this?
What are we for time?
1 hour and 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's lovely. Let's talk about this movie for half an hour and then go have food.
Go have food and then treat ourselves to a nice little treat.
Treat ourselves to a little J date.
A little J date. A little NB date.
Non-binary? Oh, Neil Breen.
Because anything NB.
Anything N or B. Wait, are all people who identify as non-binary actually Neil Breen?
Nailed it.
In his bravest role to date? Every non-binary person?
Every non-binary person.
I mean, if he can do Cade and Kale that well,
Yeah.
I'm not putting anything past him.
Nope. I agree. I think I already have an idea for the artwork for you to use for the next episode.
For next episode? Do you have one for this episode?
No,
Will it just be Lizzo? Will it be Lizzo in the most offensive thing I can find her wearing? I'm not doing anything. I'm just finding the worst thing she's ever worn.
Yes, that's possible. Hideo Kojima, right?
Yep.
Video game director. He was releasing a new game last year, maybe?
Death Stranding 2?
No, it was the one, I think, or maybe it's in development. I don't know. He released a bunch of pictures of the people who were the voice cast or the motion capture cast for it, but then people obviously turned it into a meme.
Gotcha.
And so this was one of them.
Nice.
It's pretty good. It just says a Hideo Kojima game X Neil Breen.
Yeah, send me that. I'll use it.
Kojima Productions.
Lizzo's I searched Lizzo. I image searched Lizzo worst outfit. It delivered.
Lizzo, fat pig.
But I don't think I can use the one I want to use because it's truly offensive.
Nice.
And comes with the caption or headline, Lizzo claps back at trolls in the most epic way. Don't you got mouths to feed? I'm like, well, you do, madam, and also you're wearing this. It's a fully see-through gown where you can see the complete outline of both tits, and they have like weird black pasties on them, I guess.
Ugh.
But it's truly disgusting.
I don't think you.
I can't. I literally can't do it. Here's one where she literally looks like Monique. This is Lizzo as Monique.
Yeah. There's one of her wearing a football dress.
Ooh.
The bra part is two footballs that have been cut in half, and the rest of it's laces.
Oh dear.
Have you seen that one?
I haven't, but now I have.
That one's pretty terrible.
That's a tough one for sure. This little pink and black number is really something too. You got you there?
Pink and black.
This fella.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And what is this one's this red fella also gives it a run for its money. Yeah, so there's no shortage of options there. I'm glad you can be mean to Lizzo now.
Yeah, it's good. I like when the ones you want to make fun of turn out to be shitty, so you're like, finally.
Yeah, because I've been being mean to Lizzo for some time on record, and everyone's always mad about it. And now, guess what?
It's the time has finally come.
Now, who's the...
Don't come.
Don't
come?
You can't go any further with Me Too, right? This is the last one?
This is the last one.
Like, what can you do past Lizzo? Sam Smith?
I mean, you could. I think Sam's having a bad time on them's own.
I can't remember if it's a tweet I made or an X I made or an X I wanted to make, but just something to the effect of the only thing that makes me happy is knowing that Sam Smith will never be happy.
Have you seen that interview with them where they're talking about how much he loves fishing?
No.
And he keeps saying, after this is all done, I would love to become a fisher them.
No. Oh wait, that's for attention.
And then the other,
that's not okay.
The interviewers talk, because it's like a talk. It's maybe not like it's like a e-talk thing or something.
Yeah.
And the two
E for extremely retarded,
mentally deficient. The two hosts are like a male and female that are like, in their 50s maybe, and they keep saying, because the conversation is going back and forth.
Yeah.
Sam keeps saying fish or them. The other two keep just subconsciously saying fisherman.
Yeah.
And then when it comes back to him, he always starts the thing with, I would love to be a fisher them, and then keep talking. So he keeps correcting them.
Yeah.
But they're not even hearing it.
And they're
not even paying attention to him.
Number one, good for them.
And
by them, I mean the two other people.
I don't think they're
Sam
doing it on
Smith
purpose, though.
It's just like, it's not even registering with them.
Fisher them, like fisherman, is not gender specific.
Well, even if you are saying fisherman is gender specific, what Sam is doing...
You're going to prison, Scott.
What Sam is doing is grammatically wrong.
Yeah.
His I don't care. He's a fucking man. I don't care. His bullshit is wrong. For it to be Fisher them, the original thing would have to be Fisher him.
Yes.
What he is looking for and missing, because he's fucking stupid. He's a stupid person.
He's a very stupid person.
He's really dumb.
Very stupid.
I guess he's good at singing, even though I also don't think he's good at singing. He just sings high.
Yeah.
He should be saying Fisher person.
Yeah.
That would be the gender neutral.
Yes.
If you want a gender neutral fisherman.
Yeah.
It's not Fisher them. In any way you slice it.
No.
He's so stupid.
He's so stupid. And so fat.
I'm glad. Yeah, he might be fatter than Lizzo.
Oh, that's tough.
Have you ever seen him in the same place?
I'm gonna bing it. Is Sam Smith fatter than Lizzo?
I do kind of respect really stupid celebrities, though.
Yeah,
it's fun. Like Floyd Mayweather, billionaire, can't read. That's awesome.
Can't read.
That's awesome.
Lizzo fat.
I like that he's really sad, though.
How much does Sam Smith weigh?
I'm gonna look up Sam Smith weight gain, because I love a before and after.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
He's such a normal looking little twink.
He was twinky. I'm not Mandela-ing myself. Not that many years ago.
No.
He was twinky.
He is
he was real twinky.
Yeah. He's apparently
he's
6'2".
Yeah.
And he was 202 pounds. That was before.
I think he was this fucking 2016 picture.
Maybe he was
well
less.
under 2. He's not in the twos there. I don't care if he's 6'2".
And now
he's 175 here.
And now
he's
700 pounds.
He needs a truck scale.
I like that this is the all fat shaming edition of the podcast.
But
both of us are hefty.
I was gonna say, but we can because we're fat. It's like our N-word.
That is true.
Calling fat people fat is our N-word. It's our pass.
We're just taking it back for
it's
the
our
fat man.
it's our golden ticket that corrects it. Sam Smith doesn't look bad. You just hate fat people. No, I hate Sam Smith, and I like being mean to him.
Yeah, and
you've got it wrong. Whoever decided this,
being naturally fat, like you're genetically supposed to be.
You're supposed to be fat,
overweight.
Yeah,
there is absolutely nothing wrong.
Big
with that.
Bone did.
Big Bone did. Thick.
Although
thick rumpus.
That's exactly what Lizzo is, and we're being mean to her. No, but that's because she's a predator.
She's the
exception that proves the rule.
Yeah, but then somebody who's naturally a thin person, who is also severely mentally ill.
I love that.
And then triples in weight. You're allowed to hate.
That's the dream.
You are allowed to hate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also don't.
I've loved watching, not so much as mentally ill, just like mainly just time passing and people gaining weight. But I've loved watching so many people I went to high school with just like catch up to and surpass me in weight.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the heaviest person in my grade, but I was probably top 10.
I don't know if I believe that, but okay.
I can hear you.
Well, I mean, you're not fat. That's the thing.
I'm kind of fat.
Not really. You're just stocky. I think there's a difference between being fat, like obese, and being thick. And you're just thick.
I don't think I'm obese. And I also, let's be clear, I don't think I'm not cute. I know I'm cute. But those are completely different. They're not mutually exclusive. No. I think I am fat and cute. But if you say I'm not fat, I'll take it.
I don't. And if anytime I see you getting changed at wrestling, I don't go, ugh. So,
well, you know what? I appreciate that. Because I kind of go, when I get changed.
Yeah, but everyone
hates themselves.
Body dysmorphia, especially as a wrestler.
Especially as a trans feline.
Yeah. But
one, I'm fat. Two, no tail, no claws, no whiskers, ears on the side of my head like an asshole.
Only one set of ears, not two.
Drew, we don't joke. We look
soft tongue.
Drew, fun is fun.
No barbed penis.
Yeah,
it's the worst. There are some people at wrestling that you like see them get changed, and you're like, oh my god, how are you an active wrestler? I'm not gonna name names, but I'm sure you can think of who I'm talking about.
Yep.
But I mean, we're big cats. Big cats have paunches.
That's true.
We're paunchy.
Yeah, big cats are not svelte.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah,
and if they're svelte, it's because they're malnourished.
They're undernourished.
Undernourished. Yeah. If you look at like Sumatran tigers, they're very twinky.
Yeah,
because they're not. Their habitat is so
because
small.
nobody lives in Sumatra anymore, and there's no one to eat.
Yeah. But then if you look at like Indian tigers, like you, they got big old paunches, and like any big cat in a healthy environment, is paunchy,
is thicked up.
Yeah, like I would say probably the healthiest looking is like probably pumas. I think, because they live in an area where there's not a lot of people and there's lots of food. Mm-hmm. But they're very paunchy. Like some of them are kind of fat.
Yeah, some pumas are thick for sure. Yeah. But then obviously there's your cheetahs, the twinks of the big cat.
But they're not supposed to be big.
No,
they're supposed to be.
They're built for speed, man. Like,
but then you look at lions.
Yeah,
because sometimes lions are like, that's a big beefy lion.
Yeah,
but then most of the time you're like, that's hip bone. I can see your hips actively working under your skin.
Yeah, that lion has an eating disorder.
Yeah, terrible. The opposite of Lizzo. Lizzo's got an eating disorder too.
It's true.
Yeah, she's got a real put it in front of me and it gets sucked into my gravitational pull.
I wish it had come out that she had eaten one of her backup dancers.
Or a baby. She also ate
Precious. She did a Precious? I would have liked if they went to the Amsterdam strip club and in the process of eating the banana out of the stripper's pussy, she ate the whole stripper.
Just didn't stop.
Just sucked it in Kirby style.
No. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. And then also gained the stripper's powers as a result of the Kirby suck.
Kirby suck? I don't want to fight.
No, I didn't like it when I said it.
How about instead of Kirby puck it, it's Kirby suck it?
Hey, now you're talking. Now you're back. Now we're back on track.
Do you think he ever said that to a bitch?
100%.
Nice. R.I.P.
Seven-time All-Star? Are you kidding me?
R.I.P. Kirby.
Also, you gotta look that up now, because if he's a 7-time All-Star, oh, I didn't even know what you owe me, but it's huge.
And also blind in one eye?
No, he's faking for attention.
Was he?
Yeah.
All-Star appearance, Scott.
Not even close?
10.
Oh, Kirby!
10.
HOF, first ballot.
Two-time World Series champ.
Is he first ballot HOF? He must be.
What does it say here? I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame.
But
First ballot, 82%.
Oh,
first ballot.
Not even a question.
I did not. I forgot that the Twins won 2 world titles.
91?
And?
Not 91.
Before or after?
Before.
What year?
80. 8? 7? 6.
7.
Ah!
He was the ALCS MVP in 1991. 6 gold
American League Championship Series.
6 gold gloves, 6 silver sluggers. The Roberto Clemente Award, AL batting champion.
The Roberto Clemente Award for being a dead black guy?
Dead black Latino. He is the AL RBI leader in 1994. And yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer 2001. And he died doing what he loved.
The toilet.
Being blind. 2006 is when he died. At the age of 45.
I was going to say,
not even old.
If he was like at the top of his game in 94 and he was dead in 06, that's not old age.
He suffered a massive hemorrhagic
hemorrhoid
stroke at his home.
Yeah. And fucking straight up died.
Straight up fucking died.
That sucks.
Yeah. Not even old. I guess sometimes people die young. Scott, you got 5 years left.
Will I make the most of them?
Will you
give us a call now? 591 Rock, 591
Kirby
Roll.
Bucket.
1 Tom 100, Tom 100 Tom.
I don't know if you're gonna live longer than Kirby Bucket. Kirby might have outlived you.
Also, don't know if I'm gonna live. I can't guarantee I'm gonna live longer than Kirby Bucket. It's a crazy world out there.
You got 5 years. Then we'll see.
I'll live them in a Christ-like way and hope for the best.
Why are you pulling the desk closer to you?
Because I don't want to move my chair even slightly.
Coward. Do you want to talk
about Sound of Freedom?
Very cool movie we saw.
Not The Sound of Freedom, which I thought it was. It is Sound of Freedom.
Oh, I knew.
Did you know?
I knew, because I'm better than you.
Makes more sense with a the in front of it.
It does, but don't tell them how to live their
life. Don't tell Alejandro
Monteverde.
Or as he is known en anglais, Alexander Green Mountain. That's his name.
That's exactly the literal translation. Good job.
They're calling him Mr. Allie Landry.
Or Allie Larder.
Or Allie Larder, because off air I did think they were the same person and was willing to bet basically everything I owned on it. But yeah, of 2000's Doritos commercials fame, Allie Landry.
Noted slut, Allie Landry.
She did rise to fame as a slut. There's no two ways around it.
Definitely was in several editions of Maxim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Big Maxim girl.
Yeah.
So... This movie.
I wonder if I still have
Maxims?
Old Maxims.
But the pages stuck together because
you
spilled some root beer?
Back when I was pretending to be straight. I wonder if I have some Maxims in bins under my bed.
I don't know.
I have some Beckett baseball card monthlies.
Nice.
And I might have some Maxims in there. I haven't looked under. I don't like. It is anyone's guess what's going on under my bed. There could be
Beckett's.
Yeah,
might actually be worth some money.
Well, the cards sure aren't, so it'd be awesome if the magazines were.
I think the actual book, the magazines are actually worth some money.
Okay, I think I have a decent chunk of them still somewhere, because the cards that the Beckett's are pricing are fucking worthless.
Well, that's because unfortunately you and I grew up. You and I grew up in the time when they were like mass produced.
Yes.
Same thing with all of my hockey cards were worthless.
Yeah.
But I somehow managed to sell like all of them for like $60, and but I took out all the good ones, and the good ones are in a binder downstairs. Nice. So the guy I sold them to, I'm like, okay, these are just all I'm selling, and he goes, oh, okay. So he took them, but they're like worthless. Like they're like less than a cent each. Yeah. Because in the 90s end of the 80s and then into like the early 90s.
Exactly when I
Just
collected.
super mass overproduced because they were such a popular thing.
Yeah. And just everyone our age is holding on to them, hoping that everyone else's mom throws them out and they become valuable.
There are some on eBay, Electronic Bay, that are like $12, $15, $13, like in that range for them. So if you got a bunch, and
I guess if you got a bunch,
willing
but like,
to sell them or buy them from you, then...
I had stuff in the early mid 90s that then was worth $150,
right?
And with inflation should be worth $250, $300, but is worth $6.
Did you know that Beckett also does a wrestling almanac?
Interesting.
That does not only cards, but also the action figures.
Huh.
And
Sick.
it's like current.
Good for them.
That's wild.
Way to go, Beckett.
Well, I mean, wrestling's just as popular as baseball is now.
Sure.
Like, nobody fucking cares about baseball.
Yeah, that is not wrong.
So, Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. Brought to you by Tommy. By a generous donation to the Human Fund.
No,
the generous donation to the Stop Being Human Fund.
Stop Being Human Fund.
Yeah.
Released on July 4th, 2023.
And here's the first thing about
USA. USA.
It was released on our nation's birthday.
July 1st?
No, our nation. We're American.
We're American now?
This is pro-America, anti-Lizzo, pro-socially left, pro-fiscally right, pro-native far right.
Off the grid
right. QAnon right,
which will come up later.
Which might come up. I've lost my train of thought. Why was I saying what we are in this podcast? Where am I right now?
Because it came out on America's birthday.
I'm having a Kirby Puckett stroke.
You said there was something funny about it coming out on America's birthday.
Well, it's appropriate, first of all, that it came out on America's birthday. But because there was talk of maybe seeing it 2 weeks ago. But it was the day after we did Barbenheimer, and we're like, another 2+ hours in a movie theater.
I was way too tired to sit in a theater for another movie.
Drew was having sleepy time, which is very reasonable. I'm like, yeah, that's totally fair. I'm not that into it myself, but I'm like, the next chance we're gonna have to see it is in 2 weeks. Is it still gonna be in theaters? Apparently, no problem. There's 1,000 showtimes.
4 screenings.
It's the biggest movie of the year.
It's made $155 million worldwide.
Budget?
I don't know, $7.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Let's put it that way.
Less than 155 million, I would guess. I'm guessing this is a pretty profitable movie.
Does it tell me the budget?
I think the move is to make a right-wing movie for not a lot of money starring Jim Caviezel, and you'll make billions.
It is the 12th highest grossing film of 2023 in the United States and Canada.
Not bad.
That's pretty wild.
I'm guaranteeing it wasn't the 12th most expensive.
Budget, $14.5 million.
They have 10 times their budget.
And with, they didn't spend any money on marketing.
No.
Even Caviezel said in the movie, at the end of the movie,
yeah.
We didn't have money to, so 15 million-ish, and you made 155.
And counting. We ain't done.
And it's not out of theaters yet.
Yeah, so no issue seeing this a month after it opened. I thought this was going to be like a 2-week. I was kind of surprised it was in theaters two weeks ago.
Yeah.
But still going strong now. So amazing. No notes. You guys did great.
We should have done a double feature of that and that pro-abortion movie.
Pro-abortion movie?
Or pro-life movie.
I would love to see a pro-abortion movie. I guess
Unplanned was what it was called.
Obvious Child was kind of a pro-abortion movie?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Saw that on my birthday.
Unplanned was that one that everybody was like protesting that it was playing in Maple Ridge.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
And then the actress, like, everybody was giving her like death threats online.
Yeah.
And she was like, "It's just a role.
It's just a job.
I'm sorry."
Although so was being a soldier in Nazi Germany, so maybe you should refuse it.
What are you gonna tell them? No.
Maybe if everyone refuses the job, then the bad thing doesn't happen. How about that? So maybe, I guess I've talked myself into that actress should have received death threats.
She hasn't done anything since that movie.
That's too bad. I thought Unplanned was going to set her career on fire.
Like, apparently not.
Instead, it just set her house on fire. So, this movie, pretty political, huh?
Yeah, so I hadn't heard a ton about it other than it was Jim Caviezel saving children from sex slavery. That's all I knew.
I knew that, and I knew that AMC wasn't letting people see it.
Well, we'll get to that part. But yeah, I didn't actually know too much about the movie. I obviously know that Jim's got his allegiance to being Jesus Christ, so Christianity. But I didn't think he was like a wacko necessarily. I just thought he did the Christian movies. Because he's done a football Christian movie and maybe a baseball Christian movie, which
Angels
those are,
in the Outfield?
No, because America, they do think they see angels.
Find me a more Christian baseball movie than Angels in the Outfield.
I can't. You're right. But yeah, I didn't know much about it, and then when it was brought up that you and I might have to see it for the pod, and I looked into it, I think I even read the very first Letterboxd review out loud in the car driving somewhere. Yeah. And what it sounded like, I was like, oh, this does not sound like a movie I want to see. Based on what this person wrote.
Based on this review.
And it's the very first review that comes up on Letterboxd. It's got 3,214 likes.
That's a lot of likes.
But it's also got can I see this review, please? Their review has comments. 761 comments, and a lot of
chatter.
A lot of the comments initially were just made by one guy.
Oh, like that's
one
right.
One guy just kept going back and forth with everybody else that was commenting on it, and then that guy eventually trailed off. And now, if you look at them, there's been so many comments that it's been like the guy's way down at the bottom now. Yeah, but the guy's review is like, I don't think this guy and you and Isaacs saw the same movie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't see the same movie as us.
I don't. I think they were going into it wanting it to be that. Like, in my head, there were several moments where, like, they would introduce a new character or something, and the way that this review was written, like, when they first...
Yeah, you're like, this must be the QAnon guy.
When they first meet that, like, big fat dude who's got the young boy.
I like that guy.
And I'm thinking...
Underrated performance.
I'm waiting for that guy to just say something like, do you know who I'm best friends with?
Bill Clinton. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Bill Clinton? I've gone to the island. Like, I was expecting it to be so right attacking left. Yeah. Based on what I read. Yeah. So I'm just gonna really quickly read the review. This is from HyperDude125.
That's my guy.
And he saw it on July 6th. So he was ready to go.
Opening weekend.
He wanted to see this movie. Yeah. First, I would like to provide some context. I was working at my local theater when this film came out. I like that he's saying this as if it was like 30 years ago, when it was like a week prior. I was working at my local movie theater when this film came out and was very surprised to see that it had sold out the 2 showings. Something very rare to happen in our smaller theater. I'm going to read this the way it was written and not the way it should be written. Sure. Was perplexed me even more was people's reaction to the film. The way people were walking out of the theater, you'd think it was one of the Schindler's List viewings for Holocaust survivors rather than a conservative Christian action film. I have never seen so many mortified old white people in my life. Later that shift, I cleaned that theater and saw that the film was endorsed by the Department of Homeland Security. This set me off. I was so intrigued, I just had to see the movie. The next day I went in and saw it. I saw it for free since I work there. And it was even worse than I thought it would be. The film focuses on child sex trafficking to draw you in, and then uses that as a gateway to its much more dangerous themes. It scapegoats the sex trafficking world on Mexican cartels and only brings up the people in the U.S. who buy these children when very much insinuating that it is the Democratic Party's politicians who buy them. It has themes of hope, yes, but it is very much muddled by religious overtones and using God and hurting children to incite fear and paranoia in its target audience. Parentheses, old conservative Christians. It very much antagonizes foreign countries and puts the U.S. in a white light of innocence, when the U.S. is literally the reason many of these young children are in the situation. This film isn't even bad, and I disagree. It's just dangerous. It is propaganda and is trying to incite political chaos in a time where the U.S. is more divided than ever. Edit. Okay, so this got much bigger than I thought it would, and as the comment section below this post looks like a goddamn war zone, I feel I should make some things more clear. I'm not saying that child sex trafficking isn't a problem, I just get frustrated when it is very much being used as a carrier for other messages that aren't as universal. So whatever someone else points them out as discriminatory, people can point and scream, but what about the children? I also would just like to say, if they wanted to make a stand against sex trafficking, I would much rather them donate millions to rescue organizations than use these millions to make a movie to put the donating responsibility on the people already paying to see the movie. It just makes me sick. I would say there's about 40 lies in that review. I'll start the first one, conservative Christian action movie. There is very little action in this movie.
I wouldn't call it an action movie.
I would not call it an action movie at all. Christianity, while maybe being an overlying tone of the movie, God is only brought up twice. And it's very... like, not thrown in your face.
Yeah, the thing is, God's children aren't for sale.
Yeah,
that's
which is like
the thing.
His slogan.
Yeah.
And then one of the other characters, after revealing that he accidentally slept with a 14-year-old girl, was going to kill himself and said that if, like, you know, and then he didn't because he realized he could be a change. And the reason was because he knew God would want him to... Yeah,
God spoke to him or whatever.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's no other Christian... like, and the funniest part about it is there's this whole Christian thing. Do you know who's heavily Christian? All of the South American countries you're going to, where you're portraying the villains.
Yeah, literally all devout Catholics.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much Colombia, but like Guatemala.
Yep.
All of those countries are very Christian.
Yeah.
And
like more Christian than the United States.
Yes.
Yeah.
So by saying it's a Christian propaganda machine, it's like you realize the bad guys are also probably Christian, right? So that's a big one. Endorsed by the Department of Homeland Security is just in film terms, the fact that they allowed them to use the seal and have the actor be a member, like, because the actual guy is
the character is based on a guy.
It's not like it was
Security.
made and financed by the Department of Homeland Security.
Yeah, it's not produced by Homeland Security. No. It's endorsed by Homeland Security.
Literally the endorsement
like, yes,
means
it's fine.
We allowed them to use the seal. That's it. Like, putting the whole trafficking thing on Mexican cartels, like, the Mexican cartels had very little to do with it. It was was Colombians.
Yeah.
They made the Colombians the bad guys.
I think this guy might think Mexicans and Colombians are the same thing.
I mean, it's not that far.
But yeah, like, his point is sort of like not
dealing with American sex trafficking, which is fair.
But if it's based on a true story,
then that's what
what
this story was.
Well, yeah, and it sounds like the guy was in Central and South America for years dealing with this. So why are you going to change the story just so it shows stuff not involving him in the United States?
Just so it shows Bill Clinton.
That's true. So then it says... brings up the people in the U.S. who buy children, when very much insinuating that it is the Democratic Party's politicians who buy them.
That's not true.
We never see a white person buying children. There's one guy trafficking them.
Yeah.
And also having sex with them. But he
got a taste.
And then Jim Caviezel, his friend Vampiro, and not that Vampiro, a different Vampiro.
Yeah.
And like that's it for whiteys.
Yeah, and like political sides are not mentioned once.
Never mentioned.
There's no Republicans, there's no Democrats, there's no left wing, there's no right wing.
Even the guy he's dealing with in Homeland Security, his boss,
boy Kurt Fuller,
is like there's nothing controversial.
No, there isn't a big portrait of Trump in the background.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
He's literally just doing his job.
Yeah.
Normal. So wherever this guy reviewing it gets this big, it's anti-Democratic Party, they're all pedophiles. Literally the pedophiles in the movie are Latinos.
Yeah.
They're Latinos and two white guys, but they're both traffickers.
Yeah.
So your argument is completely false. Like you really did not watch the same movie.
Yeah, like sure the type of movie it is might cater to right-wing people, but it's not in and of itself a very right-wing movie. I guess it sort of glorifies Homeland Security and makes them look cool.
Sure.
Which is right-wingy, I guess.
Yeah.
But it does not. If you're not reading extra into it, it does not have a strong political slant.
No, not at all. None of these things are brought up even once.
Yeah.
So stating all that is insane.
Yeah.
And then
I think we said like Democratic Party, like
it's there's no even implication.
We
don't even meet a character who's like very obviously has views of this side or that side.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Nobody.
And I was looking forward to like the end of movie text, because this is a very end of movie text movie.
Yeah.
I'm like there's going to be stuff.
Well, yeah.
And it basically says like, hey, there's a shitload of child sex trafficking, and the US consumes a lot of it. The US loves child sex.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say U.S. Democrats love child sex. Let's be clear. Better movie if they did.
Better movie. But see, that's the movie I wanted.
Yes. Me too.
This movie
we wanted a QAnon movie.
Yeah.
This is not a QAnon movie unless you're QAnon.
And I said
read stuff into it.
When I said to you in the theater, I'm like, what makes this a QAnon movie? And you're like, because it has child sex trafficking in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's enough to make it a QAnon movie?
I'm like 100% that's enough to make it a QAnon movie. Yeah.
Like, which is crazy.
Yeah. Look, Drew, I don't know if you know the things they believe or say, but they don't need a lot to go on to really take it far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I also did not realize that Jim Caviezel is a QAnon guy.
Yeah.
And the actual real Tim Ballard is also a QAnon guy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes a little bit more sense of why they're QAnon.
Yeah.
But if the movie as it stands...
If you watch the movie with zero outside information, it's not political.
No, there would be people that would like, let's just go see a movie. What's playing? I don't know. Let's see this. No knowledge.
Yeah.
They're going to come out of that movie and go, that was a pretty good movie.
It was whatever.
And that's it.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any hot takes,
Yeah.
political arguments, being angry about anything. It's a white savior goes to South America and saves children from getting buggered by other people in South America.
I enjoy your use of buggered.
Buggered. So the story, there's not, the plot wise, there's not a lot of plot. He works for Homeland Security. He works in a very specific sector that deals with child sex crimes.
Yep.
And
he makes friends with a cool pedophile.
Makes friends with a cool pedophile who he tricks them really good.
I was sad for
You felt bad for him?
I felt bad for the pedophile.
A lot of empathy?
Well, here, no, I didn't
put in that same situation?
All too many times. No, here's why I didn't feel bad for him. Because
of the way he looked?
No, he was cute.
Oh, okay.
No, he was a rat.
He was a total rat.
He was a rat who cut his own hair.
he sure did.
Because Caviezel comes on super strong, trying to like gain his confidence and trust. And the pedophile says, "How stupid do you think I am? You trying to do this?
You're
and
trying
get
to
more
pretend
shit."
to be one of
and
us.
then like Caviezel says one more thing, and he's like, "You're my best friend. I'll tell you everything." I'm like, what the hell was that turn? Stick to your guns, Pet. Look,
it really did not have to work that hard.
I find myself saying all too often. Stick to your guns, pedophile. You were right the first time.
Glitch, you know what to do.
Damn it!
Every episode from now on.
Yeah,
Not your last time.
Clip this. I hate the glitch.
I love the glitch.
The glitch has ruined my life.
I've had a hand in it, but also, the glitch has ruined your life. I do enjoy the day the pod drops, getting a Twitter message, an X message.
An X message.
That's the clipped thing I wanted to be clipped. Like, that makes me very happy.
It doesn't make me happy, because I get it too.
But it's for me.
And it's the thing you clipped. You asked to be clipped, sent to me.
And especially when it's...
And then I'm like, well, now I can never get a job.
Especially when it's something I trick you into saying, and then make it seem like it was your
Last
opinion.
week's was not fair at all.
Why? Because you gave
Because
your
I
opinion.
was quoting you.
But I didn't say it.
But it's my voice saying it. So all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy
he say.
defending rape.
As you've been noted to do. The movie is pretty fucking basic. He's a Homeland Security guy. Yeah. He's trying to track down pedophiles and who are like sharing information, and then that leads to sex trafficking.
And his thing was he's because I guess this is the one thing where the movie is acting like there's not much actual trafficking going on in the US, because his deal was he was only catching the pedophiles and never saving the kids, because the kids aren't in the States.
Because they're not in America.
Yeah. And then, and that's why he gains the trust of this pedophile and wants to set up like one of them real kid things. And the pedophile's like, "Oh no, I never act on my urges." And he's like, "What about that time you went to, I don't know, somewhere in Central America?" Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, that. Oh yeah, I can get you a kid." Yeah. I just didn't know how much information you were working with. But yes, I can absolutely get you a kid, my new best friend in Homeland Security. And then they get a kid, and it's the brother of a brother and sister we see getting at
the beginning of the
abducted by Miss Cartagena at the beginning of the movie. And then they save the brother reunite the kid with his dad.
He gets a little bit of information to Jim about some things he saw, which leads him to the next step, which is what the whole movie is like just getting a little piece of information and then doing this big operation.
It's about getting a little piece of pussy is what it's about.
I mean, he could if he wanted to. Could have got bussy anytime.
Absolutely.
But he's one of the good ones, Scott. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
It leads him to Colombia. I got to relive my beautiful trip to Cartagena, which was nice because
you were having fun.
As we land in Cartagena,
you're like, I've been there.
And I'm like, I've been there. Oh, I've been there. And then
there's like a fairly tight overhead shot of a car literally just turning. Like you only see the corner. You see 1/4 of an intersection.
The street, the corner. That's it.
And just like up and on that corner, and then it goes to a wide shot, and you're like, I've actually been on that corner.
Actually been I've stood right there before. Oh my god! And then they go into the walled part of the city, the old part of the city.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been literally everywhere you've shown.
Pretty cool.
All of this background stuff, that building, I've literally been there. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I like that. It's this and Gemini Man are the two movies that help me relive my Cartagena trip. Or, as Jim Caviezel and this other guy pronounced, Cartagena? No,
No, I don't think they did that.
Cartagena.
Cartagena?
Cartagena.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
That's not how you do it.
What are you doing? You got to see Jim Caviezel in The Rock
I did, as a uncredited helicopter
as
pilot.
not Jesus Christ. But he'll be Jesus again soon.
That's exciting. The Passioner.
Oh, he's in Ed?
The Christ. He plays Ed.
Oh. It's actually called Passion of the Christ, colon, Resurrection as Jesus.
What?
Oh, it's Resurrection. And then he's as Jesus.
That makes so much
I
more
hovered
sense.
over it. The Passion of the Christ, Resurrection. And it comes out in... There's no date.
It's going to be... Well, it should be Christmas Day 2024.
You'd think.
Or Easter 2024.
Should be Easter.
If we're doing Resurrection,
I'm going to put
actually.
it in my watch list.
You should.
Have you seen the original?
No.
No. It's a tough watch.
That's what I hear.
But like, by no means is it a bad movie.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's very well made.
Yeah.
Like, Mel is a competent filmmaker,
He's an Oscar winner.
but it is a very difficult watch.
Yeah.
It is just torture porn.
It's a lot of whipping.
It is just torture porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes on way too long.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But back to Sound of Freedom. So,
Can I tell you how sad I am that I can't title the episode The Sound of Pre-Cum?
why not?
Because YouTube will get mad.
No.
They demonetized the newly bred gay.
Yeah, that's because it's got gay in it.
I know.
Cum's gonna get you in trouble?
I don't know.
Sound of pre-cum is pretty goddamn good.
I know it's good.
Should we take the risk?
Do I put asterisks in it?
No, I hate that.
Yeah, I hate it too.
I hate that on like TikTok and Instagram you
Yeah,
can't
it's
even
the
use the
worst.
word like suicide, and they're
Yeah.
like, nope, get off, get out of our platform.
You can't even use the word beep.
You can on this podcast though.
You can, but it's dicey.
Oh, whatever. We're an hour
I don't
50
think,
in.
I don't
Nobody
think
cares.
I'm going to.
You should try and sound a pre-cum. So I don't know where else to go with this. He's tracking down people. Then they set up a sting operation where they're going to go to an island off the coast of Cartagena.
He finds
which I've also been to, but it might not have been that island. There's a couple islands
Yeah.
that are like very beautiful water and beaches. And when they were going, I was like, oh, am I going to get to say it again? And then I saw the island and I was
really
like,
looks like it.
I'm not sure. They might all be the same.
But you might have been to Columbia Little St. James.
I could have maybe possibly been there.
Yeah, he enlists an activist millionaire
Yeah.
to finance
Mexican.
a Colombian version of Club Bangkok. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's pretty cool. and he
pretty
and they and with all the money and clout they've got, they set up a meet with Miss Cartagena, and who's legit. I guess that's a legit thing, right?
Yep.
They used her as the face because like she's pretty and people will trust her, and then she basically goes like it's such a such a small beans operation for how massive it also kind of is.
Yeah.
Like Miss Cartagena, beauty queen, goes door to door and says, "Your kids are cute. I think they'd be good in the entertainment
She
industry."
said she heard the daughter singing
Yeah.
in the foyer or whatever,
Mhm.
and then came back to ask, but then just takes the brother.
Yeah.
Oh, he's also cute. He could maybe do something.
Yeah.
He can do something, all
Yeah,
right.
then has the parents drop them off at an audition in the morning and say to come back at 7 p.m. Don't worry about it.
And they're just like, yeah, I want
Yeah.
my kid to be famous.
Yeah, and then they come back at 7 p.m. and the lights are out and the
Womp womp.
and the building's been condemned. Yeah, so that's how that works. But I like that they use a beauty queen as the face of it.
I mean, I think that's what they do in real life, though.
Well, no, and because they showed some like real pictures.
Oh, yeah.
and there's clearly someone that the one
Yeah.
in this was based on. I'm like,
Why?
oh, that's
'Cause
a
she
real
was
thing, I guess.
Black.
Yeah, I picked her up.
Okay.
I have.
I think my favorite part of the movie
Mm-hmm.
was when the operation they've put together to save the kids
Yeah.
on this Little St. James,
Mm-hmm.
and they arrest everybody, and
This is also my favorite
it's also
part
your favorite part of the
movie.
movie. So the theater we're in, I think there was 8 people total, including the 2 of us. There was 3,
7,
2, yeah,
2, and 3.
yeah.
So there was us. There were
us in the very back.
There were
so that
2,
we can jerk off and not get in trouble.
There were 2 old white men.
R.I.P. Pee-wee.
There were 2 old white men, so us.
Us.
There were 2 older white men. And then there were 3 like Asian nannies.
Yep. And then a woman and a man sitting at the very front, right? Wasn't it?
Oh, I didn't see them.
I think there was a woman and a man sitting like the front row where the walkway is.
So there were 9.
I think there was 9.
Big day.
Huge day. An 11:55 a.m. Friday showing.
Yep.
Of Santa Fe. So they've
This thing worked.
They've arrested the bad guys.
They got
gone.
the beauty queen to like pretty much like bring as many kids as you can.
Yeah, they're like 50 or more.
Yeah. But if it's less than 50, we'll be mad.
Yeah.
We need 50.
We need 50 kids.
Yeah.
Even though they said there's only 14 gentlemen coming.
Yeah.
They need to be coming a lot.
You were shocked at those numbers. They're like 14
to 50 plus. That's
a smorgasbord.
a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So
that is a kid buffet.
Jim Caviezel and his best friend Vampiro, played by Bill Camp.
Yeah.
Are standing
the first time we heard his nickname, we're like, it sort of sounded like Vampiro, but we thought it was just like a different Spanish word.
Bambiro.
Yeah.
Or something.
Nope. He's the vampire.
Straight up Vampiro.
He's the vampire Bill Camp. You might know him as the cop from The Night of.
No, they don't. Nobody saw that because it's a TV show. Or it's a miniseries.
It's actually true. It's not TV. It's HBO. Thank you very much.
I do want to see it, though, because it's got our boy in it.
It's good. If you would like to see Riz Ahmed.
I do.
Is
he a musician who's having
with a disability?
Who's having some weird health problems?
Shockingly, no.
Oh, okay.
He is in full health. Is he
the accused?
He is the accused.
Okay.
His lawyer John Turturro is not in full health. He has a disgusting foot issue that you have to keep seeing. So enjoy that. But no, if you'd like to see Riz Ahmed make the worst decision after the worst decision after the worst decision, if any single one of those weren't the worst decision he could have possibly made at that time, he'd be 100% fine.
Yeah.
Then watch The Night of.
So it's the opposite of Richard Jewell.
It's a reverse Richard Jewell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Vampiro and Caviezel in the foreground.
Yeah.
And in the background, you just see all the kids who, P.S., all of these kids have been sexually assaulted.
Every saved kid who has been
mercilessly raped.
Brutally raped by adults from between 3 months and 10 years.
Yeah.
The newest ones are 3 months.
The newest ones are 3 months. And the ones that are a little bit older, anywhere from...
Yeah. Because they were talking... The 14 that he accidentally... she'd been doing it since he was 6.
Yeah.
So these kids have some of them more than half their life of pure trauma.
Yeah.
As soon as they are liberated, immediately untraumatized.
Happiest kids you've ever seen in your life. Playing paddywhack, knick-knack, give a dog a bone,
living their best lives.
Hopscotch. They're thrilled to
they're all doing double dutch
on this beautiful island.
Yeah.
And as the camera sort of pushes in kind of very slowly on them.
I says to Drew, says...
Well, no, because first, Bill Camp says, do you know what that is?
I think I might have said it before that.
Well, then there's a pause.
Yeah.
Right?
But I'm like, I think he's going to say it.
Yeah. And then he says... That's the sound of freedom. And
Drew
stood up and was like double fist pumping. I didn't want to make a bunch of noise because I didn't want the attention on me. But I wanted to make Scott laugh.
Yeah, which you did. I was dying. But yeah, I for this because there are a couple things I wanted to be louder at, but it's not impossible that either of the old white guys had a gun.
Very possible. Very possible.
So
they were the one person in Canada who owns a gun.
Yeah. So I kept it pretty cool.
Good.
But yeah, that was fantastic.
I stood up and just was like,
just pumping
because he said it.
Yeah.
I think I also fist pumped when the reveal of the girl he thought was 20 or 25 was.
Yeah, she wasn't 25. She wasn't even 20. She was 14. And just like, yes!
I'm like, how do you confuse that? 14-year-olds don't look like 25-year-olds.
Now you see what they're putting in the milk these days? It's crazy.
Yeah. Hormones.
Yeah. How do you make a hormone? Don't pay her.
Oh, that's not the joke, but...
Oh, what? That's the joke. That's a joke.
That's a joke. That's not the joke.
What's your joke?
Whose joke was it?
Put that CD tray back in right now.
No, I gotta take it out. That's the only way I can remember the joke. It was... Oh, it's a Patton Oswalt joke. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's when he's doing the open mic in Toronto, and he says... I think the joke is sort of like... I'm not gonna remember it, but the payoff is... every time I hits the bitch, the hormones.
Right.
Maybe it's not a Patton joke.
It's something like that, though. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be mad that I can't remember what the joke was, and two, who the person was.
It's all right.
It's a comedian we love, and we've listened to his stuff a bunch.
Paula Poundstone.
No, did Paula Poundstone get canceled for
diddling? She got a little Me Too'd, but I think she's like okay now.
Okay, because she didn't diddle.
I think she might have diddled, but I think it might have been lesbian diddling, and nobody really knows what to do with that.
She's an ugly woman who's a lesbian. So
yeah,
I don't want to look.
Should we even be mad? I don't know.
Oh, it was a Mike Lawrence joke.
Oh, okay.
And it was some
Along
guy doing stand-up after him.
That actually rings a bell.
And came up, and that was like their opener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I punch the bitch, the hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Lawrence. What a guy. Ugliest man.
He's not
ugliest.
He's not a traditional looker.
Not particularly. So, where were we?
We heard the sound of freedom.
Oh, yeah.
But the boy, because like Caviezel sort of made it his mission to find the other sibling.
Yeah, the sister.
Because like, yeah, the dad got one kid back. That's better than nothing. But like, you're still going to be kind of sad if one of your two children is being brutally raped every night.
Yeah, the dad had
turning 5 to 10 tricks a night, as we were told,
for 10 years.
Yeah,
for up to 10 years. That's
good
a lot
numbers.
of tricks. That's like fucking that's first ballot 100% vote in.
Kirby Puckett level.
That's Mariano
tricks.
Rivera
tricks.
Yeah,
Hundo percento on the ballot.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, so now he's technically quit his job because Homeland Security won't allow him to go back down there.
One of the guys they arrested at the sting said who she got sold to, which was the Scorpion. Who's like a rebel warlord in the even sketchier part of Colombia.
The part you don't get to go to.
That even other Colombians don't want to go to.
Nope.
In the Apocalypse Now part of Colombia, basically. So he goes there, and then Homeland like they're like enough's enough, and like revoke his funding and say come home, and he's like I'm gonna quit and stay here.
I'd rather save kids than come home and have a job.
Yeah,
even though he was
support my 7 extremely Mormon children.
Even though he was like 1 month away from retirement.
10 months. I'm like, I'd have probably
just waited,
sat the 10 months,
retire, and then go back,
get the pension, and then save kids.
Yeah, probably.
But that's why I'm not a hero.
That's why you're not a hero. That's why you're not an American hero. A goddamn American hero. So he quits his job, and then he sort of like uses some favors he has to get what he needs.
Like the Colombian police are in, but they're on board, but they won't go to the scary part themselves. So it's just him and Vampiro.
Because they literally say the military won't go there, the police won't go there, nobody goes there. Which I don't think is true. I think that it's not as bad as the movie portrays it to be.
I bet it is.
But it's
as a scared white American, that's how I picture it.
Okay. Then you're the right market for this movie.
Yes.
So they just...
As a fear-mongered American.
Yeah. So they've discovered... Or they've realized the idea that the only people that can go into there are UN doctors who are giving vaccinations for actual real diseases and not fake diseases that people who made and starred in this movie don't believe are real.
Yeah, they're like, sometimes they don't kill the UN doctors. So you could try that, I guess.
What are they saying? There was a cholera outbreak near there, so they go in.
They're calling it Love in the Time of Cholera.
Oh. Have I seen it?
Hmm?
Did you see it?
Nope. It's just a title I know.
Anywho, so they go, only one of them's allowed in, which is, of course, Jim, because why wouldn't it be Jim?
No, give us the portly one.
Yeah, give us the non.
Let's see what he can do.
Character.
Let's see what heroics he can do.
He goes in. He's discovers that the sister is there.
She's what? She's making cocaine wine.
Jenkum. She's making jenkum.
We see her actively shitting.
She's fermenting her poo and pee.
Yeah.
So that she can get drunk in her prison.
I didn't know whatever they were doing was part of the cocaine process.
Yeah, I think so.
They're like stomping leaves in a puddle.
And it's in
stomping
something.
Wet leaves.
Yeah, it's a combination of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a big cocaine guy. I'm more of a weed guy than a cocaine guy.
I heard you're a bit of a weed guy.
Big weed guy. So yeah, he goes in, he realizes it's her. That whole that process was so rushed.
I think they realized that the movie was too long going into that.
Oh, that stopped anyone ever?
I think this was a rare case of restraint because they're
I'll leave it to Alejandro Monteverde to be like, whoa, 2 hours. What is it? 2 hours?
It's 2:15.
It's 2:15.
Which it doesn't need to be.
They're like 2:15. Yeah, we should probably stop here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, if they had played it out the way they played the rest out, it'd be pushing a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, none of the dumbasses we need to see this are going to have that kind of attention span.
No.
I think we're even pushing it with 2 hours 15, but we need to get everything in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the rescue is so fast.
Literally all of this happens in 10 minutes.
An evening.
Get on the boat in the river. The gorillas take you to their encampment.
You're good.
The gorillas take you to their encampment. You walk around for 5 minutes.
Yep.
You find the girl. You try to talk to her. It's nighttime now.
Yeah.
You get her in her hut. The head of the gorillas, who's the one that's been assaulting her,
comes in to assault her.
Jim Caviezel, who at this point, I said to Scott in the theater, I had completely forgot.
You're like, I forgot.
Oh, he's actually a military.
That he has military
badass,
training.
and not just a douchebag.
A guy who cries a lot.
Yeah, right. Because all the character stuff he's been doing has been secretly pretending to be a pedophile, pretending to be a doctor. It's a lot of stolen valor.
It really is.
Yeah. Stolen doctor valor, stolen pedophile valor, stolen Mormon valor. But yeah, so he literally dispatches of the guy in 2 seconds. He just puts him in a front headlock and just punches him in the liver,
and then
just breaks his neck.
Yeah,
and it's nothing. It's not even a fight. So he grabs the girl.
Kills him super easy.
They run through the forest as if there's nothing deadly or dangerous in the forest. They immediately get to the boat. They get in the water. Then they realize they're gone.
Yeah.
Then they chase after them.
They give chase.
They immediately get... the ride up the river is 30 seconds.
Tops.
Even though it would appear to have been hours down the river earlier.
It seemed like it took longer to get there than to get back.
So...
But isn't that always the way?
That's true. Get to the truck... Get in the truck. The bad guys get there. They shoot 5 or 6 bullets, and then they just drive away.
And they get away.
And that's the whole thing. That's all of the action in this
That is all the action.
Christian conservative action movie.
Yeah, it's not an action movie. There's one action sequence.
Yeah,
that's it.
And that's it. It takes 2 minutes.
Yeah,
3 minutes. So yeah, gets back to the United States. Or gives the girl back to her dad, whatever, goes back home, and then you get the title card shit at the end that just says, how many kids are trafficked. It's the number one
it's the number one pastime in the United States
of America.
It's usurped baseball.
For Democratic politicians.
Might not have said that part, even though some people definitely read that in. And then they're doing the beginning of the end credits, and for the first time ever there is a countdown timer in the bottom corner that says special message in,
which I actually kind of like. I would rather know that
I'd love to know. You go
to all those Marvel movies or whatever, because they're the ones that do it, and it's like, oh, countdown to mid-credit scene, instead of you having to look on your phone after the movie.
Is there a goddamn mid-credit, end credit,
Does
whatever?
The Flash have end credit scenes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Did it?
It does, and it's with Aquaman.
Oh.
And it's super cool.
Is he fucking a fish?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, the countdown timer, and we're like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then what happens?
It's a special message from Jim Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel, who at first it's kind of just like anybody who's gone to a theater post-pandemic, and they have those ones at the beginning where they're like, it's the stars of one of the big movies that's out right now.
Thanks for coming back to the movies.
Yeah, thanks for being in the theater. Like, we want movies to be seen in theaters. You're like, okay, whatever. And then he's like, gets real emotional.
Yeah.
And he's like, we gotta save the kids from the rapists and the bad guys.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you wanting this movie, we would never be able to make it. We didn't get a budget. They didn't want to give us a budget, and we made the movie anyways. And then something very weird, which honestly is kind of cool if it wasn't this, is that you can buy and send tickets to your friends to go see the movie.
Yeah.
Or if you're too strapped for cash, you can just take one of the free tickets. And we're like, oh, fuck.
Could have seen this for free instead of paying $14.50.
And then realized in the notes we have that the link for the free movies was in there. So we could have seen some free movies.
Yeah.
And yeah. Now, these notes were typed up by Tommy or by
Tommy.
You? Wow.
Yeah, no, Tommy gave us extensive notes.
So there's a link for the trailer, release date, development, the director guy who his first film, Bella, took top prize at 2006 TIFF Festival, winning People's Choice Award. After George W. Bush and First Lady Laura Bush, that's my president, saw the film, Monteverde was invited to sit with the First Lady in her private box during the annual State of the Union speech.
Oh, I'd like to get in the First Lady's private box.
And then
Dr. Jill Biden.
The producer, Eduardo Versteguy, who was the male lead in Bella, he produced this movie. He is an anti-abortion advocate. President Donald Trump announced his intent to nominate and appoint Eduardo Versteguy to be a member of the President's Advisory Commission on Hispanic Prosperity.
What the fuck?
So the movie was filmed in 2018, but the distribution deal was made with Fox, but then Fox got bought by Disney, and Disney was like, no fucking chance we're releasing this. So then someone, I'm not going to tell you who, because we're going to get to it, bought everything back from Disney to get it released under the Angel Studios banner.
Should we invest in Angel Studios? Is that
Angel's Kiss Studios?
Up and coming studio?
Yeah.
Are they calling it the next A24?
The next A24. So Jim Caviezel,
Jimmy C.
Nope, there's a better Jimmy C.
There is a better Jimmy C. R.I.P.
He has stated that he considers Sound of Freedom the second most important film he ever appeared in, ranking it only behind his starring role as Jesus H. Christ in The Passion of the Christ.
Henry?
Hitler. Jesus Hitler Christ.
Jesus. I mean, that does make swearing fun. Jesus Hitler Christ.
Yep. Caviezel is publicly against abortion.
Never would have guessed.
And in 2021, he endorsed some elements of QAnon theory. And then
he's against abortion, and in 2021 murdered 6 abortion doctors.
Somebody's got to do it. So, there's a bunch of links here. Let's see how well the microphone picks up the audio. I don't want to turn the microphone because then sometimes this gets disconnected and then we get shit audio.
Horrendous audio.
I'm just going to shut my fucking mouth. You too. Shut. Fuck up.
Wait,
shut the fuck up.
Okay. But what if I...
I don't know. I don't care. Is this full volume? Now it is. Here's Mr. Jim Caviezel giving a speech where he has some interesting opinions. And I'll tell you the name of the convention he performed this at afterwards.
Will you fight? This man says no, we'll run and we'll live. Yep, fight and you may die. Run and you live. In the words of Reagan, it's a while. Dying in your beds many years from now, would you have been willing to trade all the years from this day to that for one chance? Just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies, you can take our lives. You can never take our freedom. Every man dies. Not every man truly lives. You. We must fight for that authentic freedom and live, my friends. By God, we must live. And with the Holy Spirit as your shield and Christ as your sword, may you join Saint Michael and all the angels in defending God and sending Lucifer and his henchmen straight right back to hell where they belong.
The fucking dork.
Just screaming freedom.
We are headed into the storm of all storms.
Sounds a little chewy.
Storm is upon us.
Storming the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
But not without Jesus, our rudder.
Jesus, our rudder. The conference he's speaking at is called... No, don't play it again. God, Twitter, or X, you suck. It's not playing the video, it's just playing the audio. There we go. I fixed it. The 2021 For God and Country Patriot Double Down is the name of the festival.
Sounds like a burger of the month in a red state.
It's so funny. So yeah, Jim, big QAnon guy, also Jesus Christ. Then there is an insane conspiracy going around that AMC, the largest theater company in the United States of America, has been actively sabotaging any screenings of this movie so that people can't see it.
Yeah, but they're not just, I don't know, not showing the movie.
Just not having it.
They're having showings of the movie and selling tickets to them.
Selling tickets to people, then trying to refund their money while also giving them free movies.
I have to go to the bathroom right now. You can either keep talking or pause. Ladies' choice.
I'm going to keep talking because I hate you. Okay. Yeah, so they're playing the movie, you can buy a ticket, then when the movie doesn't play, they give you your money back and also give you a free movie. But that's not what they want to tell you. They want to tell you that AMC is trying not to play the movie. And there's some TikToks here from people who are of sound being and full capacity to understand that not everything is a conspiracy theory, where they're at the movies and something weird happens for their showing. Some of them might not be the best audio things to play, so I might have to just tell you what is happening. But here's one.
I've been seeing all over TikTok that people are going to watch the movie The Sound of Freedom, and these weird things are happening, like random emergency evacuations, the air conditioning not working and having to leave the theater. And I thought, no, that's probably just something that's happening in other theaters and other places. So I took me and my daughters to go watch The Sound of Freedom today, and about an hour and 20 minutes into the movie, we get a random emergency evacuation. None of the staff knows what's going on. The mall wasn't being evacuated, just the theater. All they did was refund us our money with no explanation. But I guess you can call me a conspiracy theorist.
I will call you a conspiracy theorist. So, yeah, okay. I get that it's maybe very coincidental that something like that happens while you're seeing the movie. But is it also possible that you're being pranked by trolls and that's just the answer? I don't know. I feel like conspiracy theory nuts are just, they want anything. So if, let's say, there's 100 screenings of the movie and 95 go perfectly well, but 5 go wrong, then 100 movies went wrong. But here's another one. This one I might have to say out loud what is happening, because I think there's a lot of audio on the screen. Or text on the screen.
Here. I recently made a video talking about the strange occurrences happening to viewers trying to watch Sound of Freedom. Well, it's gotten worse. Just check out these people's experiences.
Tried going to see Sound of Freedom, and this happened. No one left.
So the screen is completely glitching.
They tried to give us free tickets if we left.
There's no one in here. And then it said that they were sold out.
So,
That's ridiculous.
according to this lady, the entire theater was listed as sold out.
People still watch the movie. They can't stop the truth.
And that it being sold out, and then she got there and the theater was empty.
Have you heard anything about the other movie theaters? AC not working? No, like around the whole country, different theaters. In this movie only, the AC doesn't work. It's like super sketchy. Really? Yeah, you should look online. It's like, it's insane.
Yeah, look online where it's the truth.
I know it's been very popular, so the more people you have in a theater, the more...
Yeah, we've been going to movie theaters our whole life, and it's never happened. Yeah, it's super weird.
I've been going to movies my whole life, brag. It's never happened once. Oh. Convenient.
They messing with the AC?
They messing with the AC.
Now I was
Shitting.
I was shitting. Let's be clear.
One time of the year. First time for everything.
Yeah, feels good. An alarm went off and I was evacuated out of the movie Old.
Oh.
Did Cineplex not want me to see Old? Because it might give me some new ideas. Like
For Furry Beach?
Oh, I got Furry Beach news.
Let's save it for next week.
Done.
Make a note.
No.
Make a note!
It's right up here,
Yeah,
baby.
you've already forgot. What are we
forgot.
talking about?
I don't know.
Myself and friend of the pod, Kelly, went and saw Gretel and Hansel.
That's not the right order.
Nope.
Girl first?
She's the older one in this.
That doesn't make it okay.
I don't even know if it's...
I would still Bill Hansel first.
The movie played for 20 minutes, then the sound cut out, and by the time... And it took them forever to find somebody who actually worked at the theater.
Yeah.
And then they came, they what do? They rewind first? No, they went in, they turned the sound back on.
Okay.
Like they figured out whatever. And then the movie played for another 10 minutes, and then the picture and sound cut out. So then...
Nice.
Again, 10 minutes to find somebody. They go up, they fix it, and then they have to try and rewind it to the point where the audio cut out the first time. So they eventually get it going all the way back to where that is. They play it, plays for 2 minutes, and then it's doing like flash, like play with video and sound, off for a second, back, off for a second.
Not great.
So then they, whatever. They gave us free movies and our money back. So I guess they didn't want me to see Gretel and Hansel.
Gretel and Hansel. Yeah. And yeah, I saw one years and years ago at the now defunct Oak Ridge Cinemas. Oh. And the film, it was on film. It was
because you're 150 years old.
150 years old. And the film straight up burned up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just running too hot? Do you know what movie it was?
I'm mad. I can't remember, honestly. It would have been 97-ish. But beyond that, I couldn't tell you. I'm trying to think what I had to go see again. But it's not coming.
Here's an article.
As good as it gets, question mark?
Okay. From Variety. The AMC Theater's CEO slams conspiracy theorists over Sound of Freedom disruption claims. So much garbage information is spread. Well, congratulations, AMC CEO. You finally discovered the internet.
You're our real ass dude of the week.
Yeah, I mean, he literally is just saying
These people are mentally
people are
retarded.
stupid. They just want to make up whatever they can make up so that they can have TikTok clout or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a big conspiracy. And I don't know, is it the most important news articles about the movie, or did something else happen?
Something else happened that made us really happy. We saw this today. There might be something else.
Sound of Freedom funder Fabian Marta arrested on July 23rd, 2023, after being charged with felony child kidnapping.
Oh.
Marta donated to the crowdfunding of the film Sound of Freedom.
But like big time, was in the credits.
Yes. St. Louis Metropolitan Police confirmed to Newsweek that Marta, 51, from Chesterfield, Missouri,
nice,
was charged on July 21st.
They make a lot of couches there.
And arrested on July 23rd. Police also provided a booking photo of Marta, which appears to show the same person, pictured on a Facebook account of the same name. Screenshots have since been removed from posts from multiple online sources. He looks exactly the way you'd expect him to look.
Picture someone who would abduct a child. You've got it.
You've got it. So there's not enough information now because it's only a week and a half ago.
What the news is today.
The news is today.
It happened
came out today.
A week and a half
So we don't
ago.
actually know the situation. All that's been said is that he removed a minor under the age of 18
that wasn't related
without consent. Either was not related without consent from the guardian, or the parental house, whatever.
That's all we got.
That's all we know. But it is very, very, very funny.
It's very funny.
Like you literally can't write this. Like we couldn't make a better story.
Again, we tried to write. We tried to write the Lizzo thing. We tried to write this. Couldn't hack it.
Yeah. I think none of the articles I have. His bail is set as $15,000.
But man, I hope
which is the same amount of money he gave to the movie.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't know if that's intentional, but
I like that.
Yeah.
But I hope as more information comes out, I hope it is worst case scenario.
I would be
I hope
so
it's horrific
happy if it's worst case scenario. If it is actually sex child stuff.
Yeah, and like a baby. He just stole a baby.
He just stole a baby so he can groom it.
Yeah.
And then in the
They did show
future-
some actual CCTV footage
of kids getting
child theft in the movie. I'm like, man.
And I turned to you and I said, it's so easy.
It's really easy to steal a kid. The younger, the easier.
Yeah.
You can just grab them up by the arms, put them on your bike, and you're gone.
You're gone. I think it's very funny that they focused so much on South America and not on Southeast Asia, where it's the most rampant, but maybe they couldn't get government permission. God, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. A government permission to film there.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we're going to make this movie about child sex trafficking.
Disgusting cesspool your
that
country
happens
is.
in your country quite a bit. And they're like, oh, it doesn't happen here. Also, get out. We don't want you here.
What's under your desk?
Nope.
Never mind.
No questions. For the love of God, no questions. So none of this is QAnon. None of this is overtly Christian. None of this is political one way or the other.
Yeah.
People just want to find things to be insane about.
But this new news almost single-handedly makes it a right-wing movie. Because for anyone paying attention, every single right-wing accusation is a confession.
That's what I said. You said on the car ride down.
Like all they do is accuse the other side of doing what they themselves
they're
are doing.
doing.
So hopefully nobody looks into what they themselves are doing and just go on a wild goose chase with the other side who's not actually doing it.
Right.
Like, and also it's just like internet discourse in general, it's moved from earlier in the 2000s of every argument resorting to calling someone Hitler.
Yeah.
It has now every argument is resorting to calling someone a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like that's just what it is. And like whoever, yeah, well, it should be whoever says it first loses, but it's not always the case.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
Yeah. Well, and that's what it is.
But whoever did the rhyme did the crime.
It's true. Yeah. Not saying that the only pedophiles are right wing, because it's that actually crosses political boundaries completely. It's all that matters is money.
Yes.
Rich Democrats and rich Republicans are pedophiles.
Money doesn't discriminate.
Yeah. But this I get the this makes it feel more right wing.
Yeah. And I really like not
like gays or groomers. You sure? You sure it's not you?
Gays or groomers, says the guy who spent an entire weekend in a cabin with a young boy.
Yeah, gays or groomers, says the fundamentalist Christian who's been grooming his children with fundamentalist Christian beliefs.
Yeah.
Says the gun nut who has been grooming his child with gun nut beliefs. Like that's fucking grooming.
That's grooming.
And either you're in denial about it, or you legitimately think. No, I don't know if you legitimately think. I think you know you're doing it and just want to cast blame on someone else.
Yeah, I follow that. I really hope this guy did something terrible. Not that I want to hear about a kid.
I don't want to
having
see
anything.
a kid
But they
get hurt.
caught him, so it's not like he got away with anything.
Yeah, it's not like the kids turning 5 to 10 tricks a day for 10 years.
I need this to.
I need it to be bad.
I need it to be bad. I need it to be that this guy was taking this kid to Mexico to marry so that he could legally control what this child does and then commit a crime.
And then come back to the States and convince the child's father to give him a hand job.
I would love that.
AKA the dream.
The dream. To get a hand job from the dad
your kidnapped
of the kid
child bride's father.
Pretty beautiful. Who's given the hand job in the show?
Wait, who's the actor or the?
Yeah, the actor.
I don't remember.
Oh
no, yes. Oh, Colin Hanks.
He's the one giving.
Colin Hanks is giving it to Plop from The Office.
Oh shit! Yeah. I'm not gonna remember his name.
No, he doesn't. What's funny is he doesn't have a name.
He doesn't have a name. Just has a face.
Yeah, he's just a man with a face.
A man with a face. Oh, Plop. Do you think it must be nice to be Colin, because no matter what you do,
you'll never be the worst Hanks kid.
You'll never be Chet.
Yeah.
So like you can do a show where you give another man a hand job, and Tom is going to be like, "That's my son. Love him.
I love him.
At least not a white rapper.
Love
with
him
neck
unconditionally."
tattoos.
Yeah. Chet was on this season of Eric Andre and it was pretty great.
Oh, I got to get on that.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jake Lacey.
That's the one.
Is Plop.
Yeah.
Plopper.
Good guy.
Who's the kid?
I don't know, some bitch.
Some bitch. Anna Paquin's in it?
She's Colin's wife.
Oh. They sure did make him look like exactly like the dad. They're like, it's not Colin Hanks in that role.
No.
They're like, so...
Like, Richard Jenkins could have played this role much more easily than Colin Hanks.
But
we want Colin Hanks.
But it's also such a funny power move by the guy doing it.
We're going to make you bald.
No, I meant by the pedophile who's getting the hand job.
Oh, of course.
Where he's like, this guy is ugly.
Yeah.
He's an ugly old man. But I just want the dad of the daughter I'm raping to jerk my dick off to completion.
It's one of the greatest power moves of all time. Like, he got no sexual pleasure out of that.
No.
One, he's not gay. Two, he's a pedophile.
Yeah, I'm surprised he even got hard.
Yeah.
But it's just the power
Yeah.
of like, I'm raping your daughter.
I'm this
and
good.
you're gonna jerk my
me off.
adult man dick off.
Yeah. Smell your fingers after you jerk me off. Maybe you smell your daughter.
Ah!
Turn off the podcast.
Glitch. Do it.